Good morning! It's time for your... I did it again. I forgot to... OBS isn't like opening anymore on admin mode, so I have to do that real quick. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Good morning, guys. It's time for your morning latte. I feel like the intonation on that was... very, very standard YouTuber vibes. I don't know. Something about that. Anyway, time for your morning latte. Today we're gonna continue on with the main quest because I left it off at a bad place apparently last time. It gave me like the end of quest notification thing, and I was like, okay, awesome. But turns out I'm actually still in action, and like they didn't let me do any other quests while I was out. So we're gonna finish that now. That's probably the reason we're doing this today, not Arc Nights. We're gonna do Arc Nights next week. I don't know, not much. I mean, a whole lot has happened in the world out there, right? There's been a lot of things that's happened in the last couple of days. But that's not what we're gonna. But like when it comes to like me in my life, there hasn't been really a whole lot. I think I've been kind of living life as it is. I built Yuzuha though. I built Yuzuha, and now we're gonna farm, and then we're gonna farm for Alice. All right, that's my goal personally. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Where's she though? It's really annoying that they don't give me so little EXP. It's really hard to build a girl like that, but I've been trying my best. What else is there on my mind? I guess, hold on, let me move. Ah! Drop my controller. That's awkward. I'm gonna go quick. Okay, drop my controller again. We're all good. All good. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to talk about today. Oh yeah, actually, real quick. This morning, I ended up waking up kind of early because Love and Deep Space had a new banner come out today. And that's what I spent my morning doing. I've been playing a lot of Love and Deep Space. Can I say that game is really bad when it comes to power creep? I just might not think that there's any power creep in a dating sim, but like, wow, I went from playing a character that's just like, oh yeah, every time you do damage, you do more damage. But now the character I play, because I pulled the new one, we'll call them characters. The new one has like 15 different combos I gotta learn. Man, I thought I was playing. I thought I was playing Hot Demand Simulator, not Zenless 2.0, bro. The gameplay in that game is like surprisingly complex sometimes. I don't know. I think it's pretty stupid. I think it's pretty stupid. I'm gonna cry. But anyway, let's get into gaming. I have my tea. I have my tea. I did see someone posting online actually talking about how to like praising the Oh, my audio's back. What happened? Was it one of my cables that wasn't connected properly? That's really weird. Should be good now. I was walking around for the last, I think I was walking around for the last 20 minutes saying stuff, and then there was that was really awkward. Well, now that we're back again, I can fix some things that that broke. God, hate it out here. But no, I was saying earlier, I was playing Love and Deep Space this morning, so I'm really heckin' tired on this Friday because I got up and played video games instead of sleeping, which is fine. All right, like nothing wrong with that inherently, but I think like, oh, it's good to see you again. Yeah, nothing wrong with that inherently, but it's also like, man, probably should have napped. Anyway, now that I think everything is fixed, maybe like 60% of things, 70% of things are fixed. Oh wait, apparently my software decided to not work today. I'm just gonna try to open that again. We're gonna try to open that again. Hopefully that works now. Yeah. Still in Love and Deep Space train? Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with it, alright? It's also like a lot more deep than I think people give it credit for. Heckin' Love and Deep Space. But also, like, I don't know, it plays a little bit like Zenless, which I think is kind of fun. Although like a worse Zenless, I think, low-key. But the story is pretty fun, and I do enjoy myself a good storyline, so that's a big reason why. Yeah. I wish this one software would work though. That'd be really sick and awesome. But that's fine if it doesn't work. That's okay. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, let's get started now that everything works. I'm still thinking about Alice, man. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Why is she so cute? Can I take a photo with her? That's not the right button. Please stop doing that. And then take a selfie. I gotta. Yeah, I wish we could get closer. We're still too far away. I just wanna. This is so devastating to me. I just want to get a really close up of her, like. Yeah. That's personal space latte, probably. Listen, she has enough personal space. Like this is too far, alright? If I want to have a conversation with someone, I better be like right up in their face, you know? I better be like this. No, that's way too far still. Whatever, but it's too far away. In the meantime, I also built Yuzuha quite a bit. She's still studying because she's not maxed out yet, but she's built. Kinda. It's still a work in progress. Still a bit of work in progress because I can't get her to level 60 yet. But... Anyway, let's begin now. My tea. I have my brain. That's crazy. She's skipping school? That's also crazy. Girlie is not doing her work. That's crazy.
你今天要收什么料子？哎，你看我这块成色特别好的灰领石原矿，沙酱哥哥昨天晚上从空洞里的一个白发女鬼手上夺过来的。
White-haired ghost woman? Could it be Rina?
白发女鬼？没错，她去空洞里给灰烬每颗运货，不知为什么发现了好大一堆灰领石。她于是把石头一块块的收集起来，正在这时。 远处飘来一个摇摇晃晃的影子，那是一个满头白发的女鬼，身上还有鸟一样的翅膀和金色的羽毛。可那个女鬼一眨眼就不见了。
I usually have that link
这个时候
to avoid anything funky going on.
脖子后面一阵凉意。
Boink.
痛！优叶姐姐，你弹我脑袋干嘛？ 不是你说做灰丝生意最重要的不是卖东西，而是卖故事吗
I mean, yeah.
故事也太烂了吧！而且你上周还逢人就说，在附近山路上听见了奇怪的叹气声，版本更新的还挺快嘛。那件事我真没说谎，叹气声我和绵仔还有丹特都听见了，而且还不止一次。
What?
山路上奇怪的叹气声。
I like the trope of like. Terrified girl and the cynic.
水分很大了。你又套我话。不过阿酱哥哥昨晚真的被一个白花花的东西吓了一下，我没骗你。
The cynic and the scaredy cat.
好了，
What a good ship.
你这块料子我买了，将来我爸爸做成首饰，我把这个故事重新润色一版，好不好？保证够离奇，够刺激。不过作为交换，你得告诉我一件事。你看看这块料子。
Special porcelain shard. Oh, this one, yeah.
这是上次送去我家那批里的，你记不记得这是谁弄来的？这个不是我的货， 应该是绵仔或者阿芳输的吧。
How do you finish uninvited guests for the beach event? I don't know. I haven't done the beach event yet because they wouldn't let me start anything. Maybe we'll check it out later on though. I'll see. Can I help?
需要我们帮忙吗？我们分头去问情况好了。我和真斗去找阿芳叔，玲就和大小姐去找绵仔吧。如果确定是对方的货，记得问清楚找到东西的详细时间。
Right? Yeah. It was kind of an accident. I didn't mean to end where we did, but whatever. Also, I like the thing Yuzuha does with her eyes. It's like... I can't do it. She does this a lot. Uncle Afong, how come you're not collecting materials today? That is tough for now. Porcelain Lake's blocked all the roads lately. Barely anyone comes through and sales are rough. They're guarding the mountain paths too. How'd you folks manage to get here? We got our ways. Back in my day, we could outrun this porcelain Lake's amateurs with a sack of lumite ore weighing me down, but no point dwelling on the past glories. What brings you here? Uncle Lafong, recognize this piece of porcelain real ring at all? Never seen it before, but this is definitely high purity porcelain. Thanks, buddy. That's a Mallow.
Hi there, are you Mella?
Yeah, what's up?
I hear you trade porcelain materials around here. Could you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. I took a quick glance. What, don't believe me? I'll have you know I got the best intel and I'll Salem Bay.
Of course I believe you. That's why we came all this way to ask for your help. Little one, can you tell us about the origins of this porcelain shard?
No way, can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy and I'm trying to fix it. I'm not in the mood to talk. It's the remote control edition City Hunter. I saved my allowance for a whole year to get this. It's all Dante's fault. For a kid, this is a huge deal. When it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. I can figure your toy, can we figure something out? Huh? You can fix it. If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about where the porcelain shard came from. Okay, Ghetto. Got yourself a deal. What the heck? Right. No, I remember this now. Okay. Probably something like this. Go back to A, and then go back to D. Not in enough. There you go. Hey, hello, it's good to see you again.
好厉害，真的修好了。
小朋友，
Wow
那现在你能告诉我们关于这块灰瓷碎片的来历了吗？
不想。
No.
小朋友，
Kids are so
言而
funny.
有信是很重要的，你也明白这个道理，对吧？
可是我妈妈说了，最近灰烬美克不让外人来我们这里，所以万一见到可疑的陌生人，不能随便说话。
I mean, he's got a
我之前
point.
从没见过你们。
I love kids that are sassy. I think it's always so funny. Look at this elegant lady. There's no way she's a bad person.
哎，不过你看，这位气质优雅的姐姐，一看就不是坏人吧？承蒙夸赞，不过这种理由无法取信于人吧？小朋友，其实我们认识是鬼寨店主福波宝荣先生的女儿幽叶小姐，今天
She's
我们
so
是和她
funny.
一起来的。
你们还说自己不可疑？
Damn.
宝荣叔姓黎，根本不姓福波。你们居然连幽叶姐姐是宝荣叔收养的小孩都不知道，我怎么相信你们？
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
原来幽叶是被收养的，难怪她的名字和宝荣叔风格差别好大，我还以为是她妈妈的关系呢。
I guess that makes sense, cause her like
相信他们吧，他
her
们的确是我
dad
带来的。
figure is Chinese or she's
姐姐。
Japanese
你
clearly.
知道这块深色的灰瓷料子是哪儿来
Kind
的
of，funny
对
actually.
不对？
我知道是丹特找到的，就是因
Dante
为
again
他说这块灰瓷肯定值钱，我说不值钱，我们才吵了架。他弄坏了我的玩具，我也把他的钉泥墙摔坏了。
Danny
幽叶姐
gone.
姐，这块灰瓷有什么问题吗？丹特他没惹上什么事吧？
Pull a prank to spook him?
这件事背后有点复杂，
不过丹特他恐怕是惹上大麻烦了。
That's not a prank. That's just mean.
到底是怎么回事？你们能救救他吗？
灵，没想到你挺有恶作剧的天赋嘛，我对你刮目相看了呢。元仔，你既然这么关心丹特，就别再跟他赌气了，好吗？
原来你
Aw.
们刚才是在骗我嘛！不过我知道了，我会跟他和好的。
That kid's face is really fat. I just want to like point that out.
既然有了情报，我们也赶快去找丹特吧。福伯保荣，刚才别笑真是累死我了。这么奇怪的名字，真想让我大力听一下。
She's so toxic.
福伯小姐，非常抱歉，我们刚才不是有意要刺探您的隐私。没什么，我是养女这件事是事实。况且无家可归的我，能被我爸那样的好心人收养，已经很幸运了，不是吗？
Fair
反倒是
enough.
你让我觉得奇怪，泰姆菲尔德家族那么有名望，就不能让其他人来为妃地吗？
I bet
为
there
什么
is
一定
some
要你
Yuri potential there.
我们家族的人丁并不兴旺，我父亲多年前因意外过世后，
She doesn't have a
就
mom
只
or
剩
a
下我和祖父
grandmother.
两个人了。祖父目前尚在病中。这样啊，看来你也有不少难处呢。总之，我的身世你真的不用介意。总道歉的人会给人不
Girl
自信的
who
感觉。
Only has her dad
又受过那么
versus
好的教
girl
育
who doesn't
我
have
要
a
是点自
dad.
信了，懂吗？是的，我明白了。
That's
好了
cute.
我们走吧。丹特家在哪里？就在上面那层。
I think there's something more you could do about that too. Oh, it's her. You want to smash my gun?
伊瑟尔德小姐，这把定音枪真
I
难
saw a
受
mod
啊
with Jane
当然
wearing
了，
Isolde's
我
clothes,
之前
and
是
I was
军
that
人
was really
比这更
hot.
复杂的枪也能修好。
I was really into that.
这把枪只是扳机连接杆脱位了，我拆下来调整一下就好。
Thanks,
这
Isolde.
样就应该没问题了。来，丹特，给我一枚丁尼。我
Oh,
开
you
一
should
件
take a
试
look
试
at it. See if you can find it online. It's like Jane Isolde dress or whatever. I don't know. But the mod is really good. I'm really into it. I like it more than her
四位
base
小
skin, to
朋
be
友
honest.
你们还真沉得住气。那我可要说，下一发就是实弹喽。
Damn, she's scary. Get over here.
原来您早就发现我们了，伊瑟尔德小姐。
Isolde.
没想到您身为军方的代表，
Isolde.
竟然也会违反灰烬美克的管制来到这里。
林小姐看来谈判经验很丰富啊，懂得先发制人。没错，和诸位一
Crazy.
样，我也是偷偷来到囚笼围的。我们大家现在互相都有把柄在对方手上，不如我先来表达一下诚意好了。我来囚笼围其实是来探望丹特他们家的。丹特的舅舅曾经是我在军中的战友。
优叶姐姐，伊瑟尔德
I
小姐
like
不
this
是
kid's
坏人，
haircut
你们别
actually.
担
It's
心。
cute.
从我记事起，她每年都会过来看我们。
Oh. You're a regular here.
没想到您是这里的常客。之前在电梯维修人员面前装第一次来威菲地，装的也太像了。
我是为彰显军方诚意来的，还是不要节外生枝为好。几位，我要在这里等丹特的妈妈下班回来，跟他叙叙旧。你们在附近有事的话
Oh yeah, actually we need the
可以自
kid. Meanwhile,
怎么回事？今天家门
哎
口怎么来了这
他俩
么多人？右叶还有真斗。哎呀，伊瑟尔德小姐，你怎么也来了？
好久不
I
见，
did.
艾塔
I don't
娜
know if you guys seen actually.
是
Oh, we're here. I don't know, but the
想不到最近灰
Zenless
烬美克款这么
uh
严，你竟然还到囚笼围着来。
they drip marketed a new
丹特，
character
你怎么不让大家到家里坐
that that's coming out next
怎
patch.
么又把这把枪拿出来了？之前不是答应我妈
She's
妈
kind
不
of
再玩它了吗
crazy.
可阿月和绵仔他们都有别的玩具，我要是连丁尼枪都没有，
It's like
就
it's
没
like
办法和他们做朋
I
友
think in
了
one of the trail yeah, seed,
而且我不明
yeah.
白妈妈，你为什么这么不想让我长大了当防卫军？
It's like the
小子，你说什么？给我回来！
damn family drama already.
让你们看
Sorry,
笑
I
话
see
了。
that. It's like the big
丹特
robot
说
from
过
the demo
将
or
来
the
想当防卫
teasers,
军
right? But turns out it's actually like a girl
总
running
是
the
缠
mech
着
kind of
我，让
vibe.
我讲他舅舅的故事。
What a name,
在他眼里，他
dude.
爸爸一点都不厉害，
She controls her
是我舅舅
mech
厉
with
害
her feet.
明明连见都没见过。
你们最近还好吗？
It's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
我和他爸爸去工作。
It makes
现在丹
sense,
特也能跟其他孩
obviously,
子们一起
considering that like it
直接
seems
回
like
死
she's
会来卖钱了。这些
she's
钱你拿着
disabled. She doesn't
补
have
贴补贴家
usage of
用
her
的。
arms.
这是你的
And
钱，
her arms are like
还是防卫军
prosthetics,
的抚恤
right?
金？防卫军的抚恤金。
But also, like, I don't
说
know.
谎！防卫军要是给我们抚恤金，早就给了，还会拖到现在。
It's a little bit
不是我
crazy.
弟
I
弟
thought
应
she
该
was
得
cute.
到的
Apparently, the
尊重。
community doesn't like her.
这钱我不
Really?
要。
Why is that?
有时候，不是有
I
时
don't
候
know， anything about her.
而是从旧都
I
陷
just
落
know that
之后，
she's
我就一直这么
blue.
觉得，我弟弟死的毫无意义。你们之前的努力，
I will say, I'm really curious to see her animations because,
不是
like,
这样的，艾塔娜。如果没有
I
马
think
克
it's
西
really
姆和其他
hard
战友们的
to
努力
animate a character like
像
that.
丹特
You
这样的
know?
孩子们，今天根本无法自由的在
Taper's
沙滩上
Graceman's white beat is insane.
旧都
That's
陷
funny.
落后，防卫军不仅伤亡惨重，还因为没能有效镇压0号空洞，至今仍然遭到市民们的指
That does
摘。
kind of suck.
防卫军既没有给予悲痛家属应有的抚恤，也没能守护牺牲士兵们的荣誉。我
I
认
think I'm
为
liking
是
Isolde.
防卫
She's
军的
she's
严重
she's
失
cool.
职。抱歉，你们本应在更好的地方生活。
But yeah, I don't know. I think Seed's gameplay, like the 0.5 seconds we saw of it, looks really fascinating. It's really interesting. I'm really hoping her animations are gonna be really interesting too.
本来都不想说这些陈年旧事了，都是被丹特那臭小子闹的。过去的事，也只能让它过去了，对吧？毕竟我还有丹特和他爸爸，还是向前看吧。
是啊，
Exactly.
在这个世界上，
I
你
feel
还有
this is a
很
death
多重要
flag.
的
I feel like
东
this
西
this lady's gonna die.
优叶，不好意思啊，因为见了老朋友，把你们晾在这儿了。你们来找我有事吗？
其实我们是来找丹特的，想向他打听一下之前他捡到的灰瓷料子的事，不是什么大事。
啊，这样啊。那孩子虽然赌气跑了，但肯定是去海滩上了。如果你们不急，可以来我家坐坐。他过会儿气消了就回来了。
Oh yeah.
谢谢你，不过我们还是去海滩上看看吧。丹特这个年纪孩子的烦恼可比想象中要多呢。
It's not often we get young folks like you visiting, and here we are boring you all with our ancient sob stories. Please don't say that. We rarely get the chance to learn about what happened during the fall of the old capital. I'm ashamed to admit, I always thought the military families received a pension after the fall.
嗯，
Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military and government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end, only the frontline troops defending against Hollow Zero received it. I see. That'd be tragic. You look like you want to say something. Have more questions for you? Go ahead, I'm all ears. I want to know more about you. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow Zero frontline. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the borders of Wi-Fi Peninsula and Janus Quarter. The battles you're yours too. Indeed. Back then, we took pride into running the battlefield, doing what little we could for the city. Why are you still working in the military? I understand what you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the Defense Force, do I? But, well, sometimes life just drags you along for the ride. I suppose I'm what you'd call a useless person. Hmm? It's just coincidence that Miss Isolde said that, or did she overhear a conversation on the mountain path? And not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Salem Bay first. What's wrong? Nothing? No questions. Well, you should head to the beach to find Dante first. If there's anything else you want to know, I'm sure we'll meet again in the future.
听了刚才那些话，心情都有点不一样了。
The other thing, the other piece of evidence towards Alice and Yuzuha
原来
Yuri
塞尔
is
格
that
小
they both
姐
have
曾
twin
经是军
tails.
人，
Yeah.
而且还经历过很多事的样子。
I haven't figured out what else there is though, yet at least. It's still too general of a view we have of them. Hi Dante, good kid. You don't look so good.
丹特，原来你在这里。
真的，哥哥，优叶姐姐。
I did see some leaks of
你们怎么来了？
Monato's
我们
animations.
今天来本来是想找
And
你
I
们
think it's
把灰
really
资料
funny
下
that he throws out the heckin'
当然是
heart
不太放
hands
心
after one of his
去看
attacks.
看
It's really funny.
真的哦，如果你真的想安慰人家的话，
The
前
Igyo
半
jump
句可以
scare.
不说的。
真斗哥哥一直是这样的。谢谢你们。其实我知道妈妈在担心我，舅舅的事一直是他的心病，他不希望家里再有人卷入危险，更不希望有人付出了牺牲，却无法获得尊重。我知道妈妈受的苦，
伊瑟尔德小姐说过，旧都陷落后，有许多像我们这样的军人家庭，因为失去了顶梁柱而颠沛流离。
I will say, like, I think having this like running thread of trauma that affects literally everyone's lives for Zenless is a really interesting part of its world building.
但我想让它变得不会再伤害任何人。
You really impressed me, Dante.
丹特，我对你刮目相看了。原来你已经思考了这么多。
的确是很棒的梦想。
伊瑟尔德小姐，你怎么出来了？要走了吗？
是啊，刚才接到了电话，灰烬美克的人要和我见面。
It's interesting to me that she has 2 flowers on her, one in her hair and one on her
只能赶快
lapel.
回去了。你妈妈很担心你呢。如果本来就没生妈妈的气，还是赶快回去吧。
我知道了。啊，对了，优野姐姐，你们几个想问灰色料子的什么事来
If we're
着？
gonna show it in front of Isolde, she's gonna say something about it.
你还记得这块料子吗？你是从哪弄来的？哦，这个啊，是3天前的上午，我坐船去钓鱼的时候捞到的，就在距离岸边3公里的那个小礁石岛附近。
I also don't know how you
我在
fish
那
up
边
like
待了挺久，看到
like
这块碎片是从空洞里
inanimate
的方向
objects
飘过来
when
的。
you're going fishing.
我没看错的话，这个应该是暗匣的碎片吧？这东西是为飞地制造的。哦，我大概明白你们来囚龙围的原因了。不过你们不必细说，有些东西我还是知道的越少越好。
So true. We're relieved to hear that.
你能这么说，我们就放心了。我有个问题，为什么这块暗匣碎片会从空洞里飘出来呢？哦，莱姆尼安岛上其实水系很丰富，而且还有
Will
地下
RNG be
河。
crazy like that
这
for
东
real?
西应该是掉进了水里，被一起冲出来了。只不过空洞的面积那么大，要知道它是从具体什么位置飘出来的，就困难了。
Let's have Fairy locate all near how it looks it.
要会让 Fairy 把附近的空
I'm
洞
glad
出口
that
都找
Fairy's
出来吧。
existing again.
不过要从中找出暗匣流出的那个出口，恐怕要花不少时间。
其实有计算的办法。对了，丹特，既然你妈妈不希望你玩丁尼枪，而且她又经常出
Oh,
故
what the
障，
heck?
把它卖给我，你再去买别的新玩具，怎么样？
可以是可以啦。不过，伊瑟尔德小
I
姐，
guess.
你要丁尼枪干什么？
这把枪说不定能帮上这几个哥哥姐姐的忙呢。来，林小姐，你拿着它。
Oh, Chekhov's actual literal gun. Okay.
伊瑟尔德小姐，
Chekhov's
这究竟是
Chekhov's
把手臂举
Denny
高
gun.
向海里垂直于岸边的方向，远远开一枪。
Well, I guess at least especially if I shot out towards the sea.
射出去的玩具丁尼飘在水面上了。
开始计时了。那枚玩具丁尼过一阵子就会飘到岸边来，但
Yeah.
因为受到空洞潮汐和风力的共同影响，它不会笔直的靠岸，而是会产生一定偏离。我
Yeah.
查查今天莱姆尼安空洞的活性报告。哦，和3天前的上午基本一样。
Wow, how convenient.
而且这个季节附近的风速很稳定，时
Wow,
间
how
差异的影响
convenient.
很小。玩具丁尼的密度和暗匣差不多，待会儿测量出丁尼
Does
靠岸的位
it?
置和时间后，就能反推出海水的流速，进而找到空洞出
The
口的位
toy
置。
does the toy Denny have the same density as the obscure? Huh? Huh? Eh? Okay, that's
哇，
crazy.
虽然听不太懂，不过好像我们运气很好呢。大概是因为优叶姐姐在吧？她的运气一直都好得出奇。什么下雨了没带伞，放学就一定雨停了，这整1个月喝汽水都是再来1瓶啦。那块龟
Crazy.
说不定也是因为优叶姐姐需要，所以才从空洞里飘过来的。
I can't believe he's a husband in school.
怎么
Like
真
like
的
high school.
突然爱上？
It's really weird to have a character canonically, like a gotcha character canonically go to
赶快
school.
说出来！3、2、1。
真的没什么，只是突然想到你的姓氏了。
福波小姐的姓氏？哦，我不是没跟我爸一起姓黎吗？因为他说我要是叫黎幼叶什么的，听起来太怪了。他无法原谅给小孩起出这种没品位名字的自己，就根据我的经历给我取了一个。黎先生听起来是个很有趣的人呢。
I like her little hands together pose.
右叶，浮波是你的经历？对啊，因为我就是从海里飘过来，然后被我爸在囚龙围的海滩上捡到的。原来是这样，你之前遭遇了海难吗？不是的。
Close enough. Welcome back, Love
其实，在莱姆尼安空洞里
True
有一座龙宫，我就是那里的公主。我
What?
每天都在臣子们的照料下过着快乐的生活。但有一天，一个迷路的人来到了龙宫，他告诉了我许多龙宫之外人间的事。
Sorry, I know you guys don't play Genshin Impact for the most part. Dude. Sorry, I'm crashing out bad. Oh my god. Why does her story parallel Heckin Nibelung and the Heckin Voyager? For context, in Genshin Impact lore, Nibelung was like the first ruler of the world of Tibet. The Dragon King, right? The king of all dragons. Who was like later usurped and then killed by foreigners, right? But before then, there's a Voyager who came to Tibet, and that Voyager told Nibelung about the stories about the world beyond Tibet, right? And like they shared a lot of stories about the outside world. So saying that she's like, obviously this is like, obviously it's just like it's just an allegory, right? But it's like, I wonder what I can take from this, you know what I mean? And like what that means for here. If the Yuzaha is an analogy for Nibelung, all right? If she drifted in from the sea and she was found on the beach, like it kind of insinuates that Nibelung from Tibet was exiled from his planet and was found by other entities, kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm crashing out. Hoyo really likes to have these kind of like shared stories between their media, but the extent to which they are related tends to differ a little bit, but not a lot. So it's kind of, I didn't expect to see it here. I didn't expect to see it here. This is like the last place I expected to see Genshin Impact references.
我头脑一热，就跟着他一起离开了。只不过来到人间后，我不仅忘记了龙宫的位置，还变成了你们嘴里说的孤儿。
But there's no shot, dude. This is crazy. They could add a different twist, maybe. I don't think it's necessarily that's a different twist. It's more like the way that you tell a story matters for how it's come across, rather than like knowing the ending doesn't change the experience of the story if the journey is what it's about, kind of vibe, right? I'm just really shocked. I just didn't expect it here.
听起来像是某个古老传说的莱姆尼安空洞吧。
Can I call this conclusive evidence? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I have to talk about this with my friends later. This is crazy.
不是听起来像，而是就是。
Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that because that's gonna be important for my brain later. That's gonna be helpful for my understanding. Save that there. All right. Anyway, twist or no twist. This is fascinating stuff. I did see early in Zenless's history, like long time ago, people were talking about how there's this one quest that has a lot of relationships to Heckin Child Ajax Tartaglia. I need to start using Zenless as a bit of a. I need to start seeing other media in Zenless and not just it as its own standalone, because I think Zenless is the easiest to see as a standalone. Anyway, that's my Genshin Impact rant over. I'll come back to that later.
真是的，不要因为你之前听过我讲这个故事就拆我的台啊！不过真不可思议呢， 潮水总是会把各种各样的东西都带到这片沙滩来。我也是。
I do wonder, like in character, how she floated as a baby to the shore. That's kind of crazy. As you wait for the toy dunny to wash ashore, you gaze into the Lemnian Hollow in the distance. Just like that, a long time passes.
可算是算出来了。
Yeah.
没想到这么多年不用，之前在军营里学过的军事地形学技能都要忘光了呢。
Honestly, she's so real for that.
您辛苦了，伊索尔德小姐，真是帮了大忙。
I'm just imagining these three losers sitting on the beach trying to do math, and then you have Yuzuha who's literally in high school, like, oh, you don't know the Pythagorean theorem? Dude. Obviously, you just calculate the kinematics of, like, the wind speed xy, like, yeah, you have, like, this amplitude of x versus this amplitude of y, or rather, in this case, it would be south and east. Alright? And then you have Yuzuha carrying the assignment because the rest of them don't know how to do mental math. That'd be so funny, actually. I think that's really
不
funny.
用谢。泰姆菲尔德小姐看起来也比宴会上那时精神多了。果然有同龄人在一起。
She's also around high school age? Wait.
各位，那我就先走了。你们可
We're
要
talking
用
about
力而行
Belle.
好了，既然按下流出空洞的位置已经测出来了，接下来要不要去空洞里看看？
Yeah. It's some time before nightfall. Is she allowed in the
距离
hollow?
天黑还有段时间，哪怕先去探探路也好。
优叶姐姐，你们要去空洞吗？那就坐我们的船去吧。嘿嘿，能帮上你们的忙，绵仔和阿月也会高兴的。
This is the ship. It ain't big, but she's steady in the water. Let's bore out the boat. I love boats. What a nice boat. If I ever became really rich, I want a boat. I think it'd be really cool to have like a I've never really been into like luxury cruises or boats or stuff like that, right? But I think it'd be kind of cool to have a speedboat and just like chill for an afternoon. Although I am more of a fan of like canoeing myself. After entering the hollow from where the Obscura shard had flowed out, Fairy quickly discovers tiny pieces of Obscura in a nearby drainage channel. So you follow the current upstream, searching for the source, and before long,
看到了，前面有排水管，我们没走错路。越往山上走，管道藏在地下的部分越多，变得不太容易找了呢。
抱歉，虽然 Ferry 能大致计算出管道的走向，但因为这附近的空洞数据有限，没办法定位的更准确了。
what the heck? And our AI is useless.
一路清理了不少晦息，你的状态还好吧？
Don't underestimate
别小
me.
看我，好着呢。
I do still really like their
这里离
outfits.
生产灰瓷的工业港很远，位置也十分隐蔽呢。
I like Alice's belting right now. It's like it's doing them.
我看资料上说，这附近应该有座早些年关闭的材料实验室，似乎在彗息增多前，周边区域的以太浓度一直维持在安全水平。由于实验室设备先进，当年材料实验室不仅有科研人员常驻，还经常邀请学者们来参观呢。
Advanced facilities,
实
yeah.
验室会不会并没有关闭，
An illegal
而是成为了违
porcelain
规生产灰瓷制
production
品的工厂
factory.
了？
I wonder how old Komano is then, because it's mentioned that he's around the same age as Yuzuha, because they're classmates.
好了，继续向水
But
源
he's
上
gotta
人行
be
进
a
吧。
bit older, right? There's no way he's like 16.
那我们走吧。
Oh, I get to play Alice again!
哎，
I love Alice. I will say, one thing that really strikes me as interesting about Alice's sword is it looks like a training rapier. Not that I know what a training weapon would look like, but because of like the bright colors and the thick guard, it makes me think it's a training weapon because she's not like fully skilled. And if that is the case,
请注意以太活性单
it
位。
kind of explain why she discards it during one of her skills,
该遇到点敌人了。
right? If it's a training weapon, of course she can afford to throw it away because they're meant to be broken and like
升斗的
easily
语气听起来还挺
discarded.
高兴的。
The path ahead splits in two directions. Both paths lead to higher ground, and the water flows into that drainage channel from earlier. Which way should we go? Should we split up and investigate? Hold up, check this out. There are small wheel tracks here. It seems to be contaminated with nearby miasma. At this concentration, miasma can't multiply and will disperse to imperceptible levels after a while. Could these traces be recent? Seems super sus. Hey everyone. Since I know one leads on the water, should we check out where these tire tracks lead? Might give us the breakthrough we're looking for. Sounds like a plan. Belle, some of the wheel tracks might not be visible anymore. Try using insight techniques Shifu taught you. Thanks, eyes. Extract more clues from existing ones? Yeah, okay.
灵，这附近应该能用术法找到线索。
Analyzing clues. Analyzing clues. Fantasy resort area. What? Investigate the fork in the road. What fork? I only see tire tracks.
痕迹延伸到这里来了。
I like the way she runs a lot. Oh, she's so funny. Cars frequently pass through here. There's a thin cart on the ground nearby, probably jumping from the ocean. Well, why are there so many wheel tracks here? It looks like people have been moving heavy carts around here a lot. So many tracks don't fade easily. Since there are carts coming through here, that means whoever entered the hollow was transporting something. But are they bringing stuff in or taking stuff out? We can't draw any conclusions right now. What's up? Something on your mind? Look here. You see those deep wheel tracks? That means they must have been hauling something heavy through here. Oh, well, princess, you're sharper than I thought. Hey, look. Isn't there something on the ground up ahead? It's an access card. Hey, Val, take that access card with you. It might come in handy. Okay.
再去附近找找，还有没有其他痕迹？
I think this Yuri would be so cute. I think it'd be really cute if Alice was the older one between the two of them, and then Yusaha is here calling her princess. Oh, that's
又有
yummy.
野孩出现了。
来参加舞会吗？
比起野孩，我更关心前面那扇关着的门能不能打开呢？
That's really cute, I think.
总消灭了这些家伙。
I really like her quick assist attack. The way she like hops around is very bunny-like. The rise. Good, now Alex now. What was that sound? So sorry to inform you device that is abnormal. Please verify identity and read another visual password boot. I got some miasma around here. Don't worry, there's a Bangui workbench right by the gate, and stuff like the initial password might be stored in there. I'll sneak in using Eos. You're back. I'm counting on you then. I'm so glad that we get Wise in the story again. I missed him bad, man. We went through the entire first chapter with him being like pretty much MIA. He was just like at home chilling or whatever. Whereas his job as the proxy, he was just slacking off. I'm glad to see that he's around. That he hasn't been totally forgotten. That we still acknowledge his existence. What the heck is this? I guess go this way. Kind of annoyed that you can't just dash over the ledge easily. It kind of like stops you from that, and it makes it worse actually. I think that's really annoying. But whatever. That's not a problem. Only problem if you make it a problem, and I love making things a problem. Let's yeah. What's down here? I don't really like the controls for this. I wish the hammer and the dash button were opposite, because you use dash way more often. But that's just me. Almost died. One thing that's been really messed up with my YouTube is that it doesn't like to update my chat. There you go. See you later, Hilo. I think you might have already gone now, but see you later. Dun, 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 dun. There's more here. No? I feel like there is something here. I don't know. Yeah, okay, there we go. I think that's everything. I guess there's no stars in this area. Oh. Anyway. What to do?
大家走吧。
I get to see Alice's that one move. Oh, there it is. No, I wasted it because I had all my stacks and I don't have any more now. It's so over.
附近的灰烬浓度变高了，怪物也更多了。有偷袭！耶！
How she got so much energy from that one time?
那些人就是在这种状态下搬运物品吗？也太不要命了！
来参加舞会吗？
虽说我们也没比对方好到哪去。
你的弱点暴露出来了。
Man, she's so cool.
竟然自己吐槽了自己。哇，大小姐竟然针对这件事进行了吐槽。
Cute.
我，算了，我还是不说话为好。
I think that's so cute, man.
到前方为道路尽头。
Our princess? Oh my god.
进攻得赶快把
Yuzu has not even hiding it.
附近找找线索吧。我看到了你的弱点。前面那片彗溪背后，说不定会有通道。
I'm glad that they have a lot of synergy together.
记住咱们，注意防范视觉死角的攻击。去吧。
I don't like that it only sometimes shows the animation.
看看这招如何？
I don't know. I think it's like when you don't use enough points, maybe, and maybe you have to hold them more to use more points, something like that. That might actually be what it is. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, where's the last piece? Oh, no, right, that's it.
去调查一下彗溪后面的空间吧。
The combination unlocked. The elevator goes down. Wheel tracks in here. Oh, it's the elevator's down. The wheel tracks end here, which means that they went to the lower level. Like that card we found earlier working on this elevator. Insufficient card authorization, proper clearance, and password. Okay. Not just key card, but a password too. Since when did this elevator get such high level security? Canadius? I apologize, but the current device is a combination of an offline system and a mechanical encryption system. I cannot effectively crack it. But let's look around and see if there's another way to get through here. Okay. Maybe there's gonna be another key card on the ground. Oh, this place is totally wrecked. Looks like a truck crashed through. Was it damage caused by ethereals? But the ethereals we encountered along the way weren't that strong. They shouldn't have been able to cause this much damage. Don't tell me there's one big one lurking around. Man, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. And here I thought those folks were crazy enough hauling stuff around in all this miasma. Such a dangerous place. There's definitely some conspiracy behind this. Looks like there's nothing around here that'll help us power up the elevator. Let's check somewhere else. Okay. Is that a key card inside? Oh, look here. There's a bunch of empty boxes stacked up and tire tracks on the ground nearby. It must be the outer packaging from whatever they're shipping. And these boxes are all clean. Doesn't look like they've been left in the hollow very long. Great. That settles the question we had earlier. These people are definitely transporting stuff into the hollow. That's a little odd, though. Did you find anything? Look here. The box's label claims that the contents are thermal insulation materials for construction, but that tends to be very light, so how did it leave such deep tracks? Ooh, not bad, princess. So that means they aren't out of packaging with the shipment.
What?
No, these boxes definitely come with the ship, but they never contain it. Yes. I just wanted to see the funny option. And there's no way what is in here is something that can be openly transported into the hollow, but that's why they're using fake boxes as a cover. Nothing around here that'll help us power the elevator, so let's check elsewhere. Okay. For the can't find a way forward. Okay, goodness.
难道说只能到此为止了吗？真不甘心！而且平时我的运气应该不会这么差才对。
Girl，
大家别担心，虽然没办法破解电梯的密码锁，但刚才我和 Ferry 分析了一下附近地形，后面的山崖落差不大。
We're just gonna climb the
肯定能找到一条合适的路径翻越过去。只不过测算路径需要花点时间，大家现在也没带适合攀岩的设备。
Call a day and head back for now, I guess.
既然这样，今天我们先暂时撤退吧。天也马上就要黑了。夜晚的空洞更加危险，确实不宜久留。那我们准备返回吧。要走了，大小姐。
Dude, I know in CN she only calls her 大小姐, but also the fact that in EN she gives her all these nicknames like Princess, My Lady. What's next?
大小姐，吓我一跳。
Cute.
你才是突然吓我一跳呢！好端端的，你突然在原地发什么呆呢？
是这样的，其实我总觉得刚才那个箱子的标签有点眼熟，好像之前在哪里见过似的。
What? The members are coming back anyway.
有印象在什么时候见过吗？
应该就是不久前才对。不过暂时想不起来更多东西了。不好意思，因为琐事耽误大家时间了。我们先赶快离开空洞吧。
That's probably important. I will say they're giving us quite a bit of like setup and like, how do you say? It feels like there's gonna be a lot more. It feels like there's been a lot more build up to this one. The hollow group makes its way through the back to the Phantom Heights.
总算回到陈回平了，没想到天都黑了。
Good work today.
大家辛苦了。本来还想嘲笑一下大小姐的体力的，结果看到你这样，我完全开不了口了。既然今天已经没什么能做的事了，那我们就在这解散吧。
I think that's really cute for them. As they finish calculating the route.
路径测算完成后，我就立刻联络你们。
Meanwhile,
不好意思，打扰
concierge.
几位了。请问您就是爱丽丝·泰姆菲尔德小姐吧？
是的，我就是。请问您是？
我是灰鲸美克专门负责接待的礼宾员。刚才我们收到了一件寄给您的包裹。
What the heck?
包裹是从哪里寄来的
I thought she was
非
friendless.
常抱歉，包裹上没有寄件人的信息，而且因为体积不太便于搬运，所以只能暂时存放在我们的仓库
Oh,
里。
it's a bomb, isn't it?
如果可以的话，您能现在跟我去看一下吗？既然专门寄来未飞地，
Oh,
说不定
it's
是很重要
not.
的东西。
It's not. We should go with her.
好的，我知道了。几位，那我就先失陪了。
We should be going with her on this. Shortly after somewhere in Phelim Heights.
你说的存放包裹的地方，到底还要走多远？
Oh, she's getting kidnapped. Oh, we're gonna have to save the princess, huh?
前面马上就到，抱歉让您受累了。毕竟包裹体积很大，我们也担心，万一运送途中有什么闪失。
Bonk? Isn't that rope?
这到底是？
没想到真被我们猜中了。
你该不会真以为我们对你毫无防备吧？
Yeah, that's kind of awesome of them. I can't. Okay, Yuza is kind of awesome. After bringing the fake concierge back, Senior Yihu and Monato want to interrogate him. Whenever they're done yet, I should go check. Yuza's kind of awesome. Her dad just kind of lets her do whatever she wants. While she's in her school, she's skipping all her classes because her internship kind of just like failed her, I guess. And now she's out there committing crime. Where's the guy anyway?
玲，你来了。
What's the situation inside?
里面情况怎么样？
怎么说呢？总觉得好像看到了潘师傅不得了的一面。
What the heck?
潘师傅之前没少看犯罪片吧？刚才连坦白从宽，抗拒从严，要不要是叉烧饭啊？對唔住，我係蘇姐，都說出來啦。
Wait, that's so funny. Wait, she said it in Kanto. Wait, hold on. I want to hear that again.
潘师傅之前没少看犯罪片吧？刚才连坦白从宽，抗拒从严，要不要吃叉烧饭啊？对唔住，我係蘇姐，都說出來了。
That's awesome. That's really cool. I wonder if they do that in English. I don't think so, but it'd be really awesome. Maybe I should ask Alice if it scared her.
爱丽丝，你怎么样？刚才去当诱饵，肯定也受到了惊吓吧？不用担心，我没事。虽然我不太擅长应对突发状况，但好在这次我们早有准备。
I still love her ears, man. They're so. I love the way that they're like asymmetrical when they're like I don't know, man. That's just so cute. On the way back from Salem Bay. Oh.
说起来，你们有没有感觉到什么？
What do you mean?
什么意思？真的？你说的该不会是跟在我们后面的那个家伙吧？原来你们也觉得后面有人？
因为之前接连遇到泰姆菲尔德小姐和伊瑟尔德小姐，我还以为那种异样感是自己神经过敏。
I do kind of forget
但
about
现在
that.
看来，这家伙从上午就在跟踪我们了。怎么办？要把他揪出来吗？
What should we do after they catch them?
可以是可以，不过抓住之后该怎么办？附近还有灰烬美克的人和治安机甲，把人从这里押回随便灌也不现实。我同意升降说的。另外，对方只是跟踪，却没有其他行动，是过
I
去
can't
我
believe
们
he
多。
just had a butler uniform on the standby and just changed into it while he was following us.
如果知道
Crazy
对方的
stuff.
目标是谁，说不定就能引诱敌人犯错了。我觉得对方的目标应该是我。为什么？因为刚才我想起来了，昨晚砸到我窗户上的箱子，标签和我们在空洞里看到的一模一样。
That'd do it.
我们的推测没错，那个冒充礼宾员的家伙，正是偷运物品进空洞的人。
I like the matching angry eyebrows on the three of them. Oh, that's so cute. They're primary colored, yellow, blue, and red.
竟然只是因为爱丽丝看到了箱子就试图灭口，哼，他们运的东西绝对不简单啊！你们看，潘师傅和博野先生他们出来了。
How'd the interrogation go?
师兄，审讯情况如何？
嘿，招了，全都招了。走，咱们稍微走远点说，别被那小子听见。哎，没事，人有师爷他们盯着呢。
That's so funny.
行，就这吧。师兄，我长话短说，那小子往空洞里偷运的东西。
I was right. It was bombs. No wonder it's so heavy.
难怪会那么沉。
对，因为东西是伪装成隔热材料运输的，装掉的时候他怕别人起疑，不敢更换承重更强的绳索，这才发生了绳索断裂的事故。当时他听见了爱丽丝的喊声，外加箱子破损了一部分，所以认定爱丽丝看见了一台炸药。他担心事情败露，就起了杀人灭口的歹心。
原来是这样。不过我其实完全没看见箱子里的东西，为了掩盖罪行而犯下更大的错。
多亏你们几个机警，让他弄巧成拙，自己送上门了。
One guy being kind of stupid, man. What are they planning to do with it?
他们运炸弹干什么？
具体要干什么他也不知道。他是最下级，直接指使他的人是他在灰烬美克的上司。
Yeah.
他说偷运已经持续了2周。我刚才估了估，现在空洞里的炸药量已经够把100座随便灌夷平了。
They really gotta stop making bombs so easy to make.
他们肯定是要借助这些炸弹销毁什么东西。看来他们的罪行也绝对不止违规生产高价值的产品中饱私囊这么简单。
我也这么觉得。哦，最后还问出来一
Good
个
news
好
and bad
消息
news.
和
What do
一
you
个坏
want?
消息。
Let's hear the bad news first.
先
Always.
听坏消息吧，之后的好消息还能打个强心针。
行，坏消息是，他说明天晚上就是运送炸药的最后一天。不过好消息是，从那小子身上搜到了认证卡和密码，能进你们之前打不开的电梯。
Oh, finally an access card. Isn't he like the lowest rank? I can't imagine that we have a card that's even lower than him.
也就是说，明天就是最终期限，对方的计划马上就要得逞了。
必须阻止他们。身为泰姆菲尔德家族的后人，绝不能对这等恶行袖手旁观。
Angry little face.
怎么了？之前只觉得你是一个一惊一乍又优柔寡断的死脑筋，没想到比想象中要热血嘛。
I love that.
泰姆菲尔德小姐，右叶的意思是很感谢你愿意继续帮助我们。当然
I'm not gonna lie. Yuzuha and Komando almost remind me of Fischl and Oz, and I don't know why.
真的哦，下次你再翘实习课出去打工，可别指望我帮你签到哦。
Looks like you have a decision.
各位，看样子已经有结论了，我们明天清晨再去空洞探查一次吧。到时候如果发现了重要线索，就立刻请求增援。
就这么办。明天我和哲师弟在关内支援。师妹，你现在就给师傅打个电话，看看他怎么说。天不早了，明天清晨还要出发。
Pretty awesome that we all have
大家今晚就住随
phones.
便灌吧，互相也有个照应。
灵，那你先去给怡璇师傅打电话吧，我和师兄给大家安排住宿。
Yeah. And everyone's just chilling. They're standing so close together. That has to be Yuri, right? It's all squeezed together for the night. You good with that, princess? No problem. Whoa, they agreed to sleep together in the same room? That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. Let's contact Yichuan. I don't know why we're here. Isn't she still at the temple? And tell her everything that happened over the past few days.
原来如此，此事的来龙去脉我已大致知晓了。走这段时间，灰烬每克上下都在应对安全调查，敌人却没有放缓计划，说明他们已经一刻都等不了了。
You mean things aren't entirely under their control?
师傅的意思是，局势并不完全由他们掌控，有什么因素在逼迫他们？
It's gotta be the investors. It's always the investors.
一定是如此。总之，明天事情办完后我就出发，晚上
Alright,
就能
she's
返回
out.
随便关。虽说云盔山不便插手魏飞帝的事务，可毕竟事急从权嘛。
Such a relief knowing you'll be with
太
us.
好了，有师傅在就安心多了。
这样才能显现为师的价值嘛。哦，对了，不，没什么。
I hate when they do that. What is it?
怎么了，师傅？
其实有件小事，这些天我一直觉得有些不踏实。我们平息了侵蚀症事件后不久，有一天突然空洞内的部分数据桩又发生了一次数据失效。不过这次数据失效持续的时间很短，官方认为是由于灰息增多对器材产生干扰的正常现象。好了，没什么别的事了，你们赶快去睡觉吧。要想强身健体，早睡早起可比修习什么术法都来得有用。
Thank you. I'll follow your guidance.
谨遵师傅教诲。我这就去看看大家收拾的怎么样了。
那我也先挂电话了，咱们明天见。
I wonder if Fufu was in all this. I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Jesus Christ, everyone came so close.
灵，电话已经打完了，我还想着待会儿去和师傅打个招呼呢。
How are the accommodation? Why are y'all standing here?
你们怎么还站在这儿呢？
因为现在随便灌的房间不太够用，师傅和大师姐的房间大家不好意思住。爱丽丝之前住过那间，又拿来关犯人了。
Well.
不过刚才我已经和福波小姐商量过了，我们可以合住一个房间。
Okay. Why don't you two stay? Oh, whoa, 3 girls in 1 harem.
既然这样，你们2个和我一起住吧。我的房间因为要放 HDD， 所以比较宽敞，而且大家还可以在睡前聊聊天。
I hope if you play as Wise, I hope it's still Belle offering to share her room and not Wise, because I think that'd be kind of weird.
没问题，你们开心就好。
After that, everyone worked together to move the furniture and set up the bedding, folding beds, and everything else.
哦，你们3个人住在这里，真的不会太挤吗？
不用用你的身材来衡量我们3个啦。而且现在这种氛围，不是很像那个吗？休学旅行。
Girl. She's such a picture of youth.
真的耶！之前虽然早有耳闻，但我还从没有参加过这样的活动呢。你在学校的时候没参加过吗？没有呢。我上的学校因为贵族子弟云集，校方担心休学旅行会有风险，而且也不希望大家在出行时互相攀比，所以一直没办过休学旅行。
That's crazy.
那正好，今天就让你体验一下庶民的快乐。保留项目就是鬼故事接龙。鬼故事。
You have Belle, random taking 20-something-year-old, I think. then you have these heckin' teenagers. Jesus Christ.
这位小姐，看到你这个表情，我就知道你绝对
My
是
lady
最捧场的那类观众。你放心，我一定会让你度过一个终生难忘的夜晚。
Girl? I'm in.
我也要参加。
The heckin' weird 20-year-old there for some reason.
怎么了？因为腰带有点沉，我想把它拆下来，但好像卡扣这里卡住了。你先别动，我帮你看看。我们店里的工艺品偶尔也会有类似问题，所以我随身带有工具。看，就是这个。
Oh, cute. A rather exquisite folding crochet needle. Interestingly, it's placed at the back of a colorful decoration resembling a character in the cartoon. Looks like it's improvised from a hairpin. Yeah, it's cute.
啊，这个东西是我用发卡改造的小工具，也是我的护身符。哎，这个角色你肯定也认识吧？这部动画我们小时候很流行的。
It's a magic Sailor Moon.
啊，是魔法水冰布，小时候每周都会等着看呢，好怀念。啊，是啊，你怎么突然心情变这么差？这个发卡有什么问题吗？没有啦。
She never got to watch the magic Sailor Moon when she
别
grew
敷
up.
衍我啊，一定有什么事，对不对？其实，我小时候也有一对一模一样的发卡，是我最喜欢的发饰，但却被我弄丢了一只。
Oh my god, Yuzuha found hers as well, and then it happened.
怎么弄丢的？
She found it, and oh my god. Or then just losing something.
看爱丽丝的表情，感觉不像是弄丢了东西这么简单。我并不是第一次来魏飞地，在很小的时候，我就曾经跟着祖父和父亲一起来过这里。我们一起去参观了灰烬美克在空洞里的实验室。因为是第一次到空洞内参观，所以兴奋的我就带上了他们。但在离开魏飞地的时候，
And this one's the
我突
left
然发现
one.
左边的发卡不见了。那时候，我们一家已经坐上了返程的汽车。当看到我因为弄丢心爱的发卡大哭起来后，爸爸，你真的会帮我找到水冰布吗？
Oh, wait, she's so little. Oh no, she's so tiny. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
当然，你那么喜欢的发卡，怎么能说丢就丢了呢？正
Aww.
好爸爸也有一些学术上的问题要请教实验室的叔叔阿姨，你和爷爷先回家，爸爸找到你的发卡之后就回去。
Tiny little rabbit girl.
谢谢爸爸，那说定了，你一定要找到水冰布，要是找不到就不许回来。
And then he died.
遵命，公主殿下。骑士莱昂内尔一定会为您夺回遗失的宝物。
That's so cute.
我没有想到，那竟然就是我和他的最后一。
Yeah, of course it was. She said she lost her dad a few years back. This is when she was like, what, 7? She's like 15 now? God.
父亲在返程的公路上出了交通事故，治安局推测是疲劳驾驶，在急转弯的时候撞上了防护栏。因为车辆起火严重，爷爷不忍心让我看到父亲最后的样子，所以我只参加了他的葬礼。
Yeah.
那个，我可以多问一句吗？你丢失的发卡后来怎么样了？治安局认真搜遍了数十车辆，但没有找到疑似发卡的物品，连残骸也没有。都是因为我弄丢了发卡，我还对他说了那样的话，所以才……
Yeah, it makes sense.
傻瓜，这才不是因为你的错，自责也要有个限度。
右叶，你这是怎么了？
She's got a stake in it too.
抱歉，我刚才不该这样说话的。没关系，没关系，我知道福波小姐是好意。唉，难得的聊天机会，不小心被我把氛围弄得这么凝重。
I knew Alice was really squishy and around for a reason. I was right.
对了，福波小姐的发卡既然是护身符，和她之间一定发生过什么好事情吧？可以讲给我们听听吗？
So I actually found this in a hollow.
其实只是因为这只发卡是我小时候第一次得到的礼物，所以就拿来做护身符了。
It's like you're holding out on us.
就这么简单吗？ 我还以为肯定有一段跌宕起伏的故事听了呢。
同感。
果然，林和博野先生也这么认为。
Especially because Yuzu has so many stories. She's a very storytelling-ish girl.
才不是敷衍，事实就是这样。另外，大家已经这么熟了，你就不要总是福波小姐、博野先生这样叫我和真斗了。
Hi Nico, it's good to see you again.
尤其是每次听见博野先生这个称呼，光为了憋笑，我的腹肌都酸痛的不行了。好，那从现在开始，我们就都亲切一点称呼彼此吧。
Alice is so cute. Oh, why does otherwise go back to their room? You'll fight the urge to keep talking and obediently close your eyes, knowing you had things to do the next day. Then at dawn.
呀，大伙儿都起来了，看起来精气神都还不错。那咱们就准备行动吧。
灵，你带大家和 ES 去空洞吧，我和师兄远程支援你们。
Okay. Awesome. I think these guys are cute. I think they're really cute. I'm really getting fond of them. Oh, guys, how are your preparations? Or Belle, how's your preparations going? Should we head to the hollow now? Yeah, I think we should. I have a whole hour left to go. Although I don't really know if we'll finish it today. I want to, but I don't know if we can. Finish the video out yesterday.
大家快走吧，现在可以去开电梯了。
Card of proper clearance. X card. The code should be 11010111. 11011111. Wait, that move is really cute of her, where she does like the hands up thing.
这里有好多灰刺石箱。有，这些箱子就是暗匣。
Do this one. No?
有。
Oh, I don't know which move it is anyway. Never mind. Incorrect password. Next to the door. And they've gotten scattered. There's quite a few papers and ground around here. Maybe let's look around, Belle.
这间工厂竟然弄了这么多密码门。
What's that kind of circle? This is a rapier.
它究竟有什么秘密了？
It's here. Fairy.
提示：正在进行样本成分检测。
Hi, Fairy.
检测完成。当前目标的成分与主人持有的暗匣碎片成分匹配度为99.97%。
看来我们捡到的碎片就是从这里来的，暗匣和炸药，二者果然指向了同一个地方。
This is kind of a heckin' insane high schooler.
各位，我刚刚稍微检查了一下，这个房间里的暗匣表面也没有涂料，看状态，应该是临时存放在这里，等待涂装工序。
This really is the Obscura factory, huh?
也就是说，这地方果然就是生产暗匣的工厂了。没错，你们看，前面还有一扇门，那扇门后应该就是用于固化涂料的露天车间了。走吧，我们出去看看。赶快打开门，前往工厂内部调查吧。
Scattered items. Solidification, blah, 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 blah. Assembly work. New password is identical to the elevator password. From the text above, the materials lab hasn't been abandoned. The scares produced here are still getting shipped over. Any time of scare samples can be mixed at once? It seems like they're running a large-scale experiment. Really bad clue of password in the log, so it should be 110112. Oh, which was changed later. Let's keep looking. Okay. The high-energy alloy. I don't know what you need it for. Add 1 to the 3rd and 4th digits of the password. 1111. 1111. Look, the password's been changed, as we thought. Add 1 to the 3rd and 4th digits, and just 1111. Did you think the whole password change is a bit half-baked? Guess the staff here aren't too hot with numbers. Yeah, just like Yuma, that's all. It is weird that there's 2 Japanese people in the middle of Hong Kong, but that's not too weird. Periodically, subtract from the first and last digit of the first password. So, okay. I've been trying to blow this place up. If an explosion happens, it'll be detected outside the hall too. Won't that draw attention? Enemy must have thought of this too. If they're still planning to go through with it, getting Zora stuff here must be more important. At that point, whether the explosion gets noticed or not won't even matter. World of girl kissers? You're just looking at one right now. By the way, what's this important data they mentioned in the log? They wanted it destroyed ahead of time. I'm so curious. Judging by the date, they've already dealt with it by now. They're going down on it. Let's focus on finding the info about the password instead. Okay. Yeah, I bet she's a girl kisser. Me? I mean, if you're a girl kisser, that would also be accurate, yeah. Holy crap. You know the current code now? Yeah, okay. The current, what the heck, Barry? That's messed up. I can't believe my game would just spill the answer like that and spoil it. Yeah, there's something very, very deliciously Yuri about a girl who calls the other girl princess. That's really cute. At least I must go to a mountain to reflect. I hope that there's any mountains in Texas. I feel like you might have a bit of trouble with that. No, it's gone. Okay. Elevator control panel. Can you get it running? Yeah. Generators nearby, let's get them running. Blah, 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 blah. Drawer. The stores I used to, are coming to use to secure with their blah, 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 blah. I can't say any words today. Front left. Circuits busted through. Okay. Generator. You just gave me on the tab but didn't start playing. That's crazy. It's good to see though, Shadow. What the heck is that? Why is it moving? Heat thermosetting unit. God, she's so cool. The way she aura farms, man. There's nothing in my city, even when the hit singer Auto came to the city, all she did was post cakes for the grocery store. That's really funny, actually. That's really funny. I did see people post about that on Twitter. Anna is coming to Toronto though in the near future, so actually she's coming on my birthday. You guys know that? I'm gonna get to see an Auto concert on my birthday. It's kind of awesome. So you guys will have to be second priority while I prepare for my Auto concert on the same day as my birthday. I thought we might be able to climb over them, but now that I'm here, it's gonna be tougher than I thought. Bell-wise, it's up to you now. There's a plaza below. Let's figure out how to move the thermosetting unit. Okay. I hope Otto finds something to do in Toronto. Toronto's also not a great city. So she has a device that controls the thermosetting unit with the wires running here all the way to the device on the wall. Thermosetting unit is closed. What's wrong? Check on the wires, see what's wrong. Okay. Is that what's wrong? The circuit goes into the wall from here. Looking at the indicator light above, the circuit goes in the wall's fine, but the circuit going out is broken. It's a section in the wall. It's a tough one. We can't fix the wiring in the wall. But hey, Bill, have you noticed the miasma feels pretty strong around this wall? If it has something to do with the circuits, that's the perception technique. Wowie. We can fix the wires by going through the wall. Disintegrate that target, and now the wiring's fixed. That easy. I wish I had more tea. I still like her giant shoes. I think they're so funny. You have you have sneakers. Oh, you have sneakers, princess, and you have high heels. Like I don't know, ghost girl. Mona sounds quite young in CN. I think they are quite young. I've spent like half the stream thinking about how like and they keep talking about how they're in school. It's tripping me up bad, dude. And that cat looks kind of tricky to jump across. Let's get this thermal setting in to eject. Val, Rise, I'll leave it to you. Okay. Got it. Val, let's get to it. These guys are like, oh yeah, it's like a field trip. Oh yeah, I get a school off at 3. Like a junior high schooler. Dude. Same sounds before. Let me see. It shows that the thermal setting is ejected. Probably seen issues before. Blah, 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 power lines. Blah, 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 blah. Let's perceive that technique. And then there's another block. I also like her shoes. Yeah. I'm really a big fan of Alice. She's so awesome. Sorry. Game? You look like a coffin. Girl? She's just messing with Alice. That's so cute of them. Why can't I X that? Too fast for the game? A little bit. Currently at floor 1. Go now? Yeah, let's go to 3F. Wherever the hell that is. This is kind of nice though. I appreciate that they're splitting up the gameplay and the tasks between all the characters. But they're leaving the most vulnerable members of the party alone. Belle, look over there. There's a pretty stable fissure. Where's the fissure lead? Please wait. Calculation complete. The spatial fissure is one-directional, leading to an abandoned residential area at the outskirts of the aerospace city. Hypothesis. It appears to be the evacuation point after preparing the demolition. I see. They put the explosive nearby to make things easier to operate, huh? Too bad the road here's collapsed. You'll find another way around later. Let's use on others first. Elle still runs really silly. It's very, very inconvenient. Aww. I like that they just come in from the other elevator. If only my game would load. Thank you.
行，你们两个躲远点，这里交给我们。
爱丽丝，交给我。对了，你们两个刚才在连廊上说什么呢？转追击。
I think this gameplay is pretty good for the two of them. It's pretty good. Tiny little rabbit. What's up here? Revelation, and this is the revelation that things aren't real, actually. What the heck? Why am I up here then? What's the point of all that? Why am I allowed to go up there then? Messed up.
这里的地面上有好多打斗留下的痕迹。
痕迹延伸到前面的大门里去了。门后的走廊似乎是另一栋建筑的，不过。
Is they're getting closer to the truth.
总觉得我们已经离真相越来越近了。
It'll be explorable after the story? Probably. I think they're producing a lot more like explorable areas. Yeah.
我也这么觉得。不过这扇门好沉，好像是因为受撞击变形卡住了。
Genshin impact? Impact like Genshin?
我来试试。不行，纹丝不动。
He is so big.
既然真斗都说纹丝不动，看来确实打不开。怎么办？要让阿辅从门缝钻过去探查一下吗？各位，或许还有办法能让我。
Another way?
什么办法？你们看，左边的天花板附近
Ah, that's what that's for. Okay, never mind. Sorry, game. My bad for being so mean. Anything wrong with the ventilation duct?
通风管有什么问题吗？
没什么，只是突然想到前几天家里进了老鼠，可能也是从这种地方进来的吧。
你家进老鼠了
You think Komano can fit through a ventilation duct though? That's the question.
真的哦，现在不是讨论这个的时候了。社会正视，我同意爱丽丝刚才的议案。这里的通风管的确可以利用一下。
I think Komano might be stuck.
行，那接下来我们就想办法进入管道吧。
Okay. Gonna have to be coated in butter. That's crazy. I found a usable entrance. Now let's enter the ducts from here. But I know this duct looks spacious enough, but crawling through them is gonna be exhausting. Been running for a while. Maybe take a break first. Gotta get through the ducts now. Work with his arms to the sides. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, and first person now. I can't go backwards.
放心吧。
Oh, I can see from the side there. Alright, but choked. Dude, is this Persona?
什么声音？
优叶，你怎么了？为什么突然这么沉默
？Ew, spiderweb. Ew.
我没怎么样。
Metal Gear.
附近的晦气浓度好像
You're
变高
right.
了。前面有亮光，左边有个房间。
Red light. Ooh.
那是称颂会的记号。
How do they know an Exalted Star?
可这里不是灰晶美克的工厂吗？
Yikes. This is fun though. I like this. You get to see the little semblance of the rooms.
前面有向下的通风口。
Ah! She just jumps down. We're gonna say Amogus. Required by law. Here's over here. Hold on. Nothing? Okay. Oh, I guess there's nothing. This massive room must be an Exalted prayer room. Look, there's a bunch of objects scattered on the floor. Let's split up and look around. Alright. Ben having a cartoonish ball as it goes through. Yeah. And then you just like see like the entire vent like squeaking and like creaking as he pushes through.
这里堆了好多东西，大家赶快分头调查一下吧。
Ew, stinky. What do you find? I see the destroy immediately stamps messily stamped all over the covers. If these files are supposed to be destroyed ahead of time, but in the logs, they should have been dealt with ages ago. Why are they still piled up here? Let's see what the documents say. Engineering assets. Oh, Belle, check this out. Approved. Converting equipment factory workshop number 2 into a prayer room for Exalta's researchers. Hey, Jebbles, good to see you. Well, I'm doing pretty alright. Thank you for asking. I've noticed before, Sarah, Dr. Lore, and Mevarok all have really solid knowledge about the Hollows. And we've also discussed, since the Exaltists want research sacrifices, they need lots of funding and a stable venue. I figured they must have someone backing them, but I never thought it'd be Porcelumix. You know what? Actually, that's an interesting thing. I'm glad that they're tying all these things together now. What Nick was in the files? According to the data here, due to bottlenecks in the porcelain impurity, Porcelumix is researching purification techniques. To obtain suitable catalysts, they even circularly conducted human experiments. Awesome. They're just as evil as the Exaltists.
Oh.
Across the line ages ago, they turned attention to the Exaltists, and they've been in cahoots for 7 or 8 years now. As long as the Exaltists provide the Porcelumix with the tech they need, Porcelumix gives them all sorts of perks, even the freedom to do their own research. Do you think it's something? They kept this partnership going for so long with so much funding every year. The person involved from Porcelumix's side is definitely no ordinary employee. Is it Damien? Or it's two superiors? Or perhaps all of them? Is this a line for the girl kissers? Hell yeah, it is. I love girl kissers. Judging from Damien's attitude toward the Exaltists, it doesn't look like he knows about the connection to porcelain. There's also war crimes, mind you, right? There's girl kissers, that guy over there, and also war crimes. Is it horrible to do such and keep it all hidden? A non-girl cursing atmosphere moment? Yeah, there's actually a man in the background. He's just the guy over there. These files are really discreet. There's no specific names for personal livings mentioned anywhere. We've pretty much gone through everything here. Let's go check on how those doing. Unless you're into the dark human experimentation. I mean, you can do a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Let's talk to the guy over there first. What'd you find, buddy? Vel, wise, I heard overheard your conversation. I've been allowed to have these things belong to the Exaltists. Is something inside? I didn't understand much of the experiments or technical stuff, but it's got quite a bit on the Exaltists' history. Mostly connected to the Exaltists' remnants on the Janus Quarter and Meverach. Browsing the files on the computer, see that there was once Landon's follower. As an Exaltist official, I think most people don't care about this, but I like this because it gives me a bit more context, because I think the Exaltists' history stuff was really weirdly done in the past few patches. So I'm glad to have things to be more legible. Apparently, sure the person is stabilized, Meverach is sent to the position of overseer to Zevin Hope. They publicly declared that the creator would not mold unwilling subjects and rejected personal basic personal to continue human inheritance. Okay. Have you learned more about the Exaltists? Yeah, right? Because like the lore of it is a little bit inconsistent. But they used alleviating water to the residents, right? Yeah, it really doesn't seem like their style, but these records remind me of something I heard the past few days. Some captured Exaltist member seems pretty ticked off at Dr. Lore. Aw, reading Zone Zero. Meverach has a good Exaltist, yeah. Well, good as in, like, you know, anti-human experimentation, which isn't a high bar. They aren't all unified, yeah. Defied the creator's will by tricking innocent people with living water, that's why they're punished. He did mention something about how he's done even more than what he's asked for. So he's like pretty complicated with Exaltists. Check Yuzuha and ask on their progress. Let's talk to Yuzuha first, because I like Yuzuha, but I like Alice more. You find anything? Whoa, what are you doing? Sneaking up on me like that? You scared me. Expand on humans? Well, I mean, I think they're trying not to, but, you know, accidents happen, I guess. I feel like you just said Alice line. Really? I was just so focused on looking over these. Anything worth noting? Not yet. What I mean is, there's lots of process here. I need some time to digest it all. Anyway, you check in the others first. She's being so sus. Girl? Are you reading Yuri instead of... I bet she's reading Yuri instead of doing research like we asked her to. That's what I think. Making tosses doesn't necessarily mean you're Exaltist. Yeah. I think for me the issue was, like, the Exaltists seemed like such a big group, I guess. But then, like, the thing with Dina's story, it seemed like Dina's dad, I forget Dina's dad's name already. It seemed like that group was like the primary group, and in all the visuals we've seen of them, it didn't look like a very big group. And so there's like this kind of dichotomy around that. Yuri is the research. Are you gonna accidentally experiment on humans? Yeah, for real, alright? Reading Yuri is better homework? True. Hi, Alice.
You're here, Bella.
He's like an only early leader. Yeah, I guess. It just like, it kind of sets up Vivian to be not a lot, I guess, but it sets up Vivian to be older than we kind of expected. And the fact that the Exaltists grew so much in 20 years does seem, I mean, I guess it's reasonable. I found it a little bit confusing, right? A front for sacrifice research. That's the other thing. I wasn't really sure what the Exaltists had to do with sacrifices inherently. And that's a big question I've had, right? What sacrifice research has to do with the Exaltists? Because it seems like at least some of them don't like it, but it's also a big thing around their religion, you know? Why are you so pale?
That's just how I am. I am? I'm sorry, I saw something horrific. I'm feeling a bit unwell now. Look here, it says test subject ES07. Blood height EB, 125 centimeters. Experiments show that the high affinity immunoglobulins in ES07's blood can effectively promote the aggregation of porcelain components. Not only is porcelain conducting human experimentations,
Their test subject is just a child. How could they? Yes, child experimentation? Now they've really crossed the line. Sorry, that's the Yes, it's true. This plan was to research children's corruption antibodies. Was called Project New Leaf. Based on the new test subject numbers in the experimental reports, there are probably around a dozen. At the start, all the test subject numbers appear in the report, but then they just say it's like these kids are living in a lab inside the hollow, surveying on air purification systems and ran regular adjustments of anti-corruption medicine. Experiment like that is inherently harmful to humans, but the lab still kept conducting corruption-related experiments on them. Before long, the number of children became fewer and fewer. I wonder if Yuzuha is one of those children. Actually, now that we're looking into this, it appears this child survived to the end. If the lab reports can be trusted, they not only have a naturally high aptitude for either, but they also have developed unique antibodies. However, according to this report, Project New Leaf was terminated after ES-07's was lost. I suppose this child also. It'll wait till they're older, their bodies can withstand even more well, no. Actually, if you wanted to abuse a minority, children are the best, unfortunately, because children actually have the most resilience, like, out of all people, right? Have you seen how fast a child can heal from a paper cut or like a scraped knee, right? A kid will fall down the stairs and then get up as if nothing happened. Whereas if you're like 30 and you fall down the stairs, you break 5 bones and you can't ever walk again. 3 instant child experimentation. Yeah, I mean, that's just par for the course at this point, right? Like, I don't know. I'll take notes too much. That we know of. Yeah, par for the course. Next time, heckin', it's gonna show, like, I don't know. Turns out, like, I don't know, Hugo's been eating children. And I'll be like, yeah, whatever. You should take a break. Okay, alright. Oh yes, did you find any clues on your end? My previous discovery. Justification for the Spartan 2 program for real, yeah. So I heard. From the timing, it seems Barcelona's got into contact with Exaltus not long after Project New Leaf went bankrupt. Although I guess having everything in such a more condensed timeline, it does feel a little bit more legit. I'll check those materials you mentioned later and see if we can find any clues that relate to Porcelunix's upper management.
灰烬美克和称颂会竟然早就勾结在一起了。没想到事情比想象中还要麻烦。
Oh! Gross!
灰烬，爱丽丝。
That's Yuri. Yucky. Oh, the arm design is really cool though. Hold on. What the hell's going on? It's an ambush. It's all good. Watch out, guys. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
莲，你和帮部保护好自己。
警告，检测到不明人员快速接近所见段。
Oh, undefined images of approaching the temple. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Look at me. Hello? Are you okay? Who's approaching the temple now? Ow. Oh, Wise is cooked. Oh, Wise can't do anything by himself. I can fix her trust. What do you mean? I probably should just see if there's any in Maya's mind can attack her, right? But I don't know if I don't know if there is. I don't see any in the environment.
你们还记得吗？我在工厂的连廊旁看到了一个裂隙。
They did so much story during the combat. It's kind of nice. I'm personally a fan. I know a lot of people aren't though. Hell yeah,
现
use
在
her.
从大门这里走。
Oh damn, okay.
失恋期就在那里。
That's freaky as hell.
我们走。
我来引爆。
I'll blow it up, girl. Yuzo is so cool, man. You're listening out crazy for real.
菲洛克斯，
Ow! What the heck? That's messed up. I was trying to get out and live. What the heck? What the heck? That's what I'm saying, right? It's so toxic. That's crazy. Crazy. That action sequence is really cool though. That action sequence is pretty dang good. I really like that actually. Would have been better if we managed to bring some evidence with us, but you know, it is what it is. I don't think we got to save any of that, which is very tragic. Now that I tell people that people are doing crime in the Hollow, I don't think we'll get any, like, I don't think anyone will believe us, so. What was that thing? Probably a result of the human experimentation? After who knows how long?
听得见吗？莲，能听到我说话的声音吗？
Yeah, Belle's too old for this. She's probably in her 20s now, right? That concussion's gonna take her out for a while. Okay, we'll go back to fix her.
现在看样子是恢复意识了。
Please don't.
等等，你还是先别乱动比较好。这里虽然空气中以太浓度不高，但你头上被砸肿的地方要是弄破了的话，被侵蚀的概率会上升的。
Wait, that's interesting. If open wounds, if either can be absorbed by your blood and transfer through your bloodstream, that'd be kind of cool. 40-year time skip. Oh god, that sucked. What happened afterwards?
后来发生了什么事？
Doesn't he Yuzo have a family to go back to?
你晕倒之后，菲洛克斯和他的手下就把我们带到这里关了起来。但似乎因为你是云盔山的人，我又是督导调查团的成员，菲洛克斯也对如何处理我们感到棘手。
What happened at the temple anyway?
不得不说，这次多亏了有你们这些有头有脸的人在呢。至于我们现在的位置，从方位来看，应该在暗峡工厂背后的山谷中。这里就是曾经的材料实验室了。
Either resistant suits? Yeah. I'm just curious also, like, if like a paper cut will have the same effect as a cut near your skull. You know what I mean?
啊，原来在那么近的地方吗？
I wonder about
菲
that.
洛克斯带着我们绕了那么一大圈，我已经完全记不住方位了。
Like, I wonder if it's
因为
like
你的方向感真好。
like radiation, you know?
其实不算是方向感，没事。
Sorry, I missed that line. Oh. No, she's been here before. This is one of the labs that she was.
总之，这里就是称颂会和灰基美克一起进行研究的大本营。
Oh, she's totally the kid from. Oh, she's totally the survivor of the human experimentation. Where's Monato? Where is
真斗
Monato?
呢？真斗被他们带去审讯了。当时他们本来打算先带我走，但真斗挣脱束缚，给了看守一个头锤，于是他们就决定先教训他一下。那个傻瓜。
Wait, he's goated.
不过，有一点已经确定了，主导向空洞运送炸药的人正是菲洛克斯，他也是与称颂会勾结的元凶。至于他为何要毁掉暗峡工厂和实验室，答案也已经揭晓了。
Cause the regenerating monster. Chad Monatoya.
是因为那只会不断再生的怪物。没错，菲洛克斯的人称呼他会吸妖鬼。他似乎是前段时间突然出现在暗峡工厂附近的。
Miasmic fiend.
菲洛克斯派了好几波人去剿灭他，但却损失惨重，工厂的机能也丧失了。
Yeah, okay, that would do it. If you have a monster that can't die, I would also want to blow it up.
那只怪物目前虽然仍以工厂为据点活动，但活动范围眼见着越来越大。听看守门闲谈说，他最远一次已经跑到工业港附近去了。
At least it's not to cover up their evidence. Actually, this is a new motivation. I didn't expect this.
邱龙维的孩子说的白发女鬼，会不会其实就是？应该就是他。阿月总是满嘴跑火车，他那些话我完全没放在心上。说回正题。 如果怪物造成了人员伤亡 ，HIA 或 Hand 肯定会出动。到时候剿灭队伍追逐着怪物，就会发现菲洛克斯和称颂会狼狈为奸的事实。
Yeah, that's probably why you shouldn't be doing human experimentation. Like, I don't know. Keep his kind of under wraps.
所以为了避免罪行暴露，菲洛克斯只好选择将怪物和罪证一起消灭。对了，之前战斗时你和空洞外的连接出了问题，现在怎么样了？
Can't connect to HDD at all.
不行，还是完全连不上 HDD。断开之前，好像隐约听到 Ferry 说检测到不明人员快速接近，当时我还以为是说我们这边。随便罐那边难道也出事了
I wonder what happened
那
to
我们
Sabian
现在该
Gwen.
怎么办？
Gotta figure out how to get ourselves out of this.
我们得想想办法自救才行。
I have 2 teenagers with weapons experience and myself with no experience.
不愧是经过大风大浪的神甲，心态调整真快。 就等你这句话了。就在你醒来前几分钟，好像出了什么事，看守们都急匆匆的走了。现在四下无人，正是设法脱困的好时机。这种没有窗户的房间，肯定设置有换气用的通风管道，应该就隐藏在墙壁或地板的什么地方。
Girl, of course she wants
只
vents.
要能找到通风口
Of course she wants to go
我们就能顺着
venting.
管道逃出去，就像之前在暗峡工厂的时候一样。原来如此。
Oh, this is so cute.
不过这里的通风口大小。 会像工厂里的那么宽敞吗？
They have special eyes. The proxy is so useless in the hollows, man.
应该没问题。
I know they're learning new techniques, though, man. Red is sus, true, but she's our sus. Yeah, I can see outside. Guys, someone out there? Hello? Oh, you can see that room. Let's take a gander. Eos! Eos help look at events. Thanks for your hard work. I was afraid of bad guys. I was really worried about before that they would separate me from you all. Thankfully, they didn't have enough guards, so that didn't happen. I was thinking about can't sense anything. HUD being unplugged can't help at all. Let's make Eos not worry anymore for now. They're pretty sharp, don't worry. Can I get focused on escaping? Isn't that a vent right there? Like, am I not crazy? Isn't that literally a vent right there? What do you have to say, Yuza? Or Alice? What efficient language? Yeah.
I'll handle this area. You go search somewhere else.
Are you okay?
Thank you for not worrying. You're so sweet. I'm fine. No need to worry. Just seeing these old operating tables and instruments makes me wonder if I used to hurt those captured children. And these prison-like rooms might have been where they once lived. Also, the color of the buildings in this area remind me of a laboratory I visited as a child. Don't tell me that right on the other side of that wall is where I was. Those children were suffering. Sorry, I shouldn't get lost in these thoughts right now. Better focus on finding that vent.
Intuitive choice, Alice. What? Sorry, I wanted to see what that achievement is. As soon as the game loads. I don't know why it's doing this. Exchange information with Alice first. Why is that an achievement? Damn it, this thing just looks like a vent that's just connected to the next room over. I'll check this area. You go check elsewhere. Looks like you're back to your normal self. Why is made achievement? Yeah, that's not a little weird. I've never been a negative person to begin with, and unlike you, who just woke up, I've already accepted the fact that Ferox caught us. Before encountering the miasmic field. Is that one for going straight to the vent? Really? Okay, interesting. Well, duh. Seeing all the spine-chilling evil atrocities recorded in those files will make even my brain crash and burn. Alright, let's get back to work. If the guard comes back, all our efforts will be wasted. Oh, that's the vent they want. Okay, I was like, there's 2 other vents in this place. No, this is the one they want to go through.
We found the vent.
And just like Yuzuha said, it's definitely big enough for us to crawl through. I don't know if we can escape. This is the only way. Yeah, first we need to gather intel, figure out how to rescue Minato, and then escape together. Let's head as soon as everyone's ready, or we won't make it before the guards return. Alice, I'll carry Minato's weapons. You just worry about your sword. I'm surprised they didn't confiscate the weapons either. Yeah. Of course they did, but they stashed everything in the cell across from us. As soon as the guard left, I had Kama sneak them over. Everything was totally wiped, but I'm dragging Minato's massive sword around. That's kind of funny. He's good, so I gotta keep you prisoners. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't take the raccoon. Alright, let's get ready to head out now. Let's roll, we're gonna go.
好，抓紧时间，从通道离开吧。
Dun 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 dun
还好没在通道里形成结界。
Oh. Because tiny enough of comma? I guess not.
小心，有怪物出现了。
That's a little awkward.
动静可别太大，要是惊动了菲洛克斯的人就糟了。
God. Alice is so cute when she wears arms.
也有通风口。
He probably just hid. That's also probably fair.
发电机或许可以利用一下。
Probably.
成功了，现在可以到达通风口了。
Now we can get to the vent.
我们赶快走吧。
Another one that's just open? Dude, they gotta fix these vents better.
大家动起
She
小
flings
点。
her sword point down into the ground. I think it's because her weapon is a training weapon. That's what it looks like to me, at least.
得想办法让风扇停下来。
This reminds me of Stray. I think there's like a similar minigame. What are they talking about?
我们赶快离开这里了。前面就是通风口了。
That was another conversation. They stopped talking? I heard something about like, oh, we finally caught the kid. I know she was ambidextrous, but still bothers me. Yeah. That's what capitalism does to a girl. Whoop. This is kind of awkward. They're gonna see Yuzuha with her bright hair.
前面有人。 是菲洛克斯。
I sure hope these prisoners are escaping right now. Can you imagine? Yeah. That guy's literally staring at the ground. He'll totally see us.
送会呀，程送会，这么多年来，我对你们可不薄呀。
Big transition though? Yeah, for sure.
只要你们提供我要的技术，你们搞自己的研究，称颂你们的始祖，我从没有拦着。
Let the creator refine you.
但你们先是在魏飞地闹出那么大的乱子，然后又一夜之间消失得无影无踪，还在我的工厂里故意留下会吸妖鬼，到底是几个意思？
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you know.
私教大人的计划，你们这些凡夫俗子是不会懂的。
Wait, overseer.
等等，私教大人，难道是说那个梅若拉可？可那家伙不是已经被师傅给消灭了吗？难道说他是只是假死？
别说那些没用的。梅若拉可现在在哪儿？那家伙把其他称颂会的人都带到哪儿去了？
I'm also not really convinced. I don't know where he learned the name from.
把他带走，让他再吃点苦头。就不信他说不出人话。是。对了，关在前面仓库里那个年轻人招了没？他们是受了谁的指使来的？云盔山的见习弟子和泰姆菲尔德家的丫头怎么也牵扯进来了？
虽然他已经昏过去2次了，但还是
Blacked out twice? Jesus Christ, what did they do to him?
把他弄起来继续问。岂有此理！怎么一个两个全都是这种嘴硬的死脑筋？
Evidence books, right? I guess, yeah, but I don't know. I think it's a little. I feel like as the player, it's not communicated very well. That's all. Okay, monitor out of there.
不好，听起来真斗的状态不妙，得赶快把他救出来。不过刚才菲洛克斯说，真斗就关在前面的仓库里。
Run where? How do we know where we are?
那接下来只要找到合适的时机，就能实施救援了。
菲洛克斯大人
From here.
有只怪物有点不太对劲。
Funny.
太对劲，什么意思？
我们在消灭其中一只怪物的时候，它身体上的那些肉瘤一样的东西突然爆开了，紧接着怪物的样子就发生了变化。
Ew.
就
Ew.
变得有几倍大，攻击欲望也强了很多。我们没有办法，只好暂时把它引到实验大楼1楼的空房间里关起来了。
Yeah, that's what happens when you do a lot of experimentation on
那种
humans.
怪物的形态竟然会发生变化，程颂会到底在用我的实验室做什么研究？实验大楼的电力情况呢？
已经努力恢复了一部分，不过至少还有一半放着培养皿的实验室处于
Cultivation tanks.
估计用不了多久，那里面的怪物也会打破培养皿跑出来。哪怕只有1/10的怪物会发生形态变化，我们的人手也绝对对付不了。而且关在1楼的那只怪物也很有可能会破坏。
Dude, these guys are crazy,
行
huh?
了，不用说了，我明白了。你跟我来，我们先去把炸药的事搞定。快说，否则还得吃苦头。
嘿，我们上，打他们个措手不及。
Yes, I don't know. I think he looks fine.
怎么回事？什么人？
得分。
Dude, she just deleted them.
他们到底是从哪儿？
真的，你没事吧？好严重的伤。
Those are popular 1990s movie and warnings about the dangers of human experimentation. My stream is dying. I think it is my end. I think it's my. I think the dying part of the stream is on my end, so that's my bad. I hope it's back now. I think yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good.
我没事，放心吧。
You said you passed out.
真的不要紧吗？刚才我们听到菲洛克斯的手下说，你都晕过去2次了。
我现在不是好好的醒着吗？只是些皮肉伤。如果是打工1天下来那种肌肉酸痛，
Yeah, it's fine. He's still a kid. He can recover quickly, I guess.
放心吧，大家接下来还要想办法逃出去。如果我到了会拖后腿的程度，肯定会提前告诉你们的。
喂，不用说这种不吉利的话。
抱歉。
Let's figure how to get out fast.
好了，各位，既然人已经救到了，我们赶快找出去的办法吧。
Brave kid, though.
那个，虽然这句话由我这个泰姆菲尔德家族的后人来说不太合适，不过，各位，眼前就有现成的办法，以其人之道还治其人之身。
What? Kidnapping him? A bucket of cold water is poured over one of the enforcers.
你们，
他看起来好像非常难受。
Girl?
用不着有心理负担，爱丽丝。对坏人仁慈，就是对自己残忍。
Alice is so cute,
好了
man.
你清醒过来没？现在该我们问你话了。如果不想亲自试试之前用在别人身上的手段，最好早点开口。
Better to fess up.
我都说，你们尽管问吧。
Alice, yay, torture. Yeah, for real. Where's the nearest exit?
最近的出口在哪儿？
在实验大楼的2楼。
That's the only
实
way,
验大
yeah.
楼。
对，从仓库的大门出去，对面的建筑就是。在那边的2楼深处。
Imagine Bro's lying. He's totally lying, right? He's totally lying, right? I would lie on this situation.
之前我们都是从那里过来的。
我们要怎么相信你的话？
我身上有手机，在西服内侧口袋
I got a
上面
phone.
存了地图。
Yeah, okay.
我看看。果然。
That's Yusuha.
幽夜，怎么了？没什么。他没说谎，练习就在走廊尽头的房间里。不过刚才那句“之前我们都是从那里过来”是什么意思？
因为那座楼现在有点不安全，称颂会的人在那里做了一些奇怪的实验，
Yeesh.
因为停电，已经有不少怪物从
I hate when cults try to make monsters. Like, what's the point of that? You're just hurting yourself, wasting
还有
resources.
别的出口吗？
有，仓库另外一边有个大广场。
不行，那是我们被带进来的路。刚才菲洛克斯也是往那个方向去了。如果靠近那边，10有8九会被他们发现。
We can only go through the lab.
看来只能从实验室走了。刚才听菲洛克斯他们提到，那里的怪物暂时被控制住了。就这么办吧。打手先生，谢谢你的情报，你可以继续睡了。
等一下。
What's a cool and pretty monster? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. Shouldn't play with your life like that. People just want to watch the world buried for real. I'm not gonna tell you. Okay there? Want to take a break? Seems pretty safe around here for now. Sorry, I'm fine. Been sitting around long enough anyway. Just think about stretching my legs. Let's go then.
走吧，现在就去实验大楼。
Next step about evolution. Yeah, I just think, you know, evolution comes naturally for a reason. Actually think they can control the monsters. Well, I mean, I think most people are delusional, you know?
在那里。
I think delusion is not a substitute for rationality and logic.
就记住方位了。
No, Yuzuha's really being really brave right now. She's totally, this is probably where she grew up, functionally.
那边是之前关我们的牢房。
Really cool that she does remember all these little details.
电梯就在通道对面。
And that she's like guiding us like that.
我来处理彗星。
Like, frankly, if I was faced with something similar, I don't think I could handle it the same way. Oh, more cutscenes. She's cooked. Ow! Dude, the way that they hold each other like that.
真的？没事吧？真的？
我没事。
Ew!
明，你去处理彗星，我们来对付这家伙。
Are you sure you can handle that, Manato? Why is it laughing?
是一种气息。大家听我说，你们千万小心。
It's a sacrifice? Damn, they really fell off after the first one, huh?
对，圣总会一直都在研究这种怪物。
FNAF jump scare. I'll be honest, I wasn't even that surprised by it, low-key. I love the thing's design. It's pretty cool looking.
你赶快干掉它，否则这里的动静就要被菲洛克斯的人听到了。
What the hell's that sound? Ow. When got turned into sacrifice. Ooh, I don't know. Assuming that this is like not, this is, I mean, I assume it's just like the experimentation that made them that weird. Junkler monster. Yeah.
"实验大楼里有动静，是关那只怪物的地方。
哎，你说什么？关起来的那几个年轻人跑了？刚才的动静是他们？是，明白。快走！一组已经从后门进2楼了，绝不会让他们靠近裂隙。
On the other side.
不好，刚才的打斗声被注意到了。
Yeah, what happened to his nose in
2楼和
particular?
门外都有声音，那我们现在到底该
Yeah. You're coughing up blood. Ooh.
真的哦，你
Yikes.
吐血了？你本来就受了伤，刚才又为了养护我。
莉亚，先不说这些，得赶快想出对策。
Bro's got internal bleeding. Try to come up with a plan real quick.
外面空间大，还有浓雾，能利用天气跟他们周旋吗？
可他们只要守住几个必经之路，我们就永远逃不出去。2楼呢？敌人去守2楼的裂隙了，要在那里跟他们硬碰硬吗？可真斗和大家的状态，
I think Alice could go for another one. She looks really mad right now. She could kill another guy.
赶快想啊，现在到底该怎么办？
Maybe we just hide.
你们都听我说，还有一个办法能逃出去。
Yeah, she's got one.
坐前面的电梯到地下，走廊深处的房间里有一个巨大的下水道口，直通莱姆尼安岛的地下河。虽然需要冒一些风险，但绝对可以离开空洞。
什么？
敌人马上就要追过来了，你们快跟我走！快走，要不就来不及了。
I really do respect Yuzuha for this. I think, like, coming face to face with literally like the nightmares that you grow up with, and then needing to like confront it again and be the responsible one and like keep it all together
这边走，跟我来。
to save everyone is really brave of her. That's really cool. I made another stream. Hey, welcome back, Steven. To go, but this looks fire. I hope you're not skipping class again.
教官物出现了，你们抢救到你别动，我们来对付。往这边，快走！
I like that Alice can just kind of one-shot all the guys. It's kind of funny. She kind of just does feel like another Miyabi, but it's okay. I love her. Can I pay for conference? Oh, okay, that's exciting. You know the monsters? Okay.
前面就是下水道口了。到了。
I'm finished making graphs. Ouch. Graphs are hard.
和优也说的一样，这里真的有下水道口，石村也可以轻松钻过去。
灵，你扶住真岛。爱丽丝，过来帮我把这里的木板拆下来，待会儿当做浮板用。是。
优叶，你为什么会知道这里？
Gotta lock it. Yeah, good luck. I finished my Python exercises. Good luck with that too. Python's hard too.
你别说话了，保存体力。待会儿泡在水里，要是昏过去，可就全完
Bye
了。
bye, guys. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
难道说幽夜塔和你们猜的差不多？我并不是。
Our chat is nerds. I mean, obviously.
其实，我小时候曾经是灰烬美克的实验儿童，在这座实验室生活过很长时间。我就是带销毁材料里提到
I
的
like that sad face she's making. I don't know, it's cute on her. And then your family if you didn't up trying to escape. Oh, I wasn't actually listening for it. I kind of just assumed the vibe. But thanks for the translation. I appreciate it.
我以为自己一辈子都会当一个实验品，但有一天，一个陌生的叔叔发现了我，他掩护我从这里逃了出去。
It's not her dad then.
当时利用的就是这个下水道口，我从没想过自己还会回到这个地方，更没想到时隔多年，这里还在进行罪恶的勾当。
The craziest thing to
这个
me
下水道口
is that Porcelainix has been working for the Exaltists for like 8 years, right? Which means this is like 8 years ago that Yuzuha escaped from the labs. And like, yeah, you could say that like they're doing human experimentation before then, right? Like, but regardless, she's really damn young. She's gotta be like, I don't know, she can't, she's gotta be like 16, 15 years old. Oh my god. As diegetic unsub dialogue for the story. Yeah, I think it's fine. Cause you can kind of get the vibe. But I wish they would have some kind of like, I don't know, side text box or something that explains it if you do plan on a different dub.
幽夜，敌人马上就要追上来了，赶快动身吧。水很凉，大家赶快活动一下肌肉。
It's also really cool that you can like see, I guess not see it, but you can like kind of feel that she's really reliving her past escape.
灵，你和真斗用同一块浮板吧，你们先下水。
You held the injured Monotail and jumped in the sewer together.
抓好浮板，别松手，坚持住。这里地下河的流速很快，最多10几分钟就能离开空洞了。
Using a heckin' plank as the raft is crazy. Catch up first, fast.
爱丽丝、幽夜，我们先走一步，你们也赶快跟上来。 放心吧。好了，真斗他们已经走了。爱丽丝，你也快下水吧。
Are they sharing a one？
抓紧浮板，该你了。
等等，该我了是什么意思？优叶，你为什么还不下水？
你先走，我马上就来。
不对，优叶你在撒谎。
This is a good illustration. I feel some like eerie angst coming.
我没撒谎，没时间了，松手！
我不松，你不说清楚，我绝不松手。
听着，爱丽丝，你不用为我担心，相信我，我能解决这一切。虽然很不甘心，但这场仗是我们输了。菲洛克斯很快就能销毁这里的证据。我了解他的为人，
She wants to
他
sacrifice
绝不
herself
放
or
过大
something?
家。不过，我有绝对的把握，只要我跟他走，菲洛克斯将来就不会再找任何人的麻烦。
你说什么？优叶，你别听菲洛克斯胡说，我们出去之后一定会有办法的。
是我把你们卷进来的，从一开始就是。我应该承担这一切。
My girl.
为什么要让你承担？我不明白你在说什么。优叶，求求你，
哦。
爱丽丝，你还不明白吗？是我害你没有爸爸了。
什么？你刚才？
爱丽丝
I knew it.
对不起，这是我欠你的。
这是
Dude! Dude!
没关系，这样就好。是时候去做我该做的事了。父亲都收拾干净了，接下来就去会会那个人吧。没事的，运气绝对会站在我这边的。
Oh my god. I don't know what to think, man. I don't know what to think. I mean, I called it earlier, right? I said it, that like, Yuzaha's gonna find some way to blame herself for the death of the dad, right? This is the first gift that she... It just occurred to me. Oh, hold on. It just occurred to me. Yuzaha was like, this is the first gift I ever got, right? What probably happened was Alice's dad at the time. They muted her combat lines for this? Yeah. I think Alice's dad discovered the child experimentation when they were there that time. And the reason he wanted to go back was to confront them and like deal with that, right? Or to like sneak them out or something like that. And he also did find Alice's hairpin. But what also happened was he broke Yuzaha out of the prison, right? And like something happened on their escape attempt that like, I don't know. I'm not really clear the details because it says that he died from the crash, but what I assume happened was after he got Yuzaha out via the sewers, he gave her the hairpin as a symbol of good luck before leaving himself. Right? But then chances are, like, I think the crash was a related reason. I don't know. Maybe he got, like, he sustained corruption or, like, heavy injuries and had to drive back. Sorry, it's really funny to think about that. Like, oh, I just saved a kid, now to drive back. And then he crashes as a result of that. But that's probably what happened. The hairpin is definitely Alice's. And that's why it wasn't on the car.
菲洛克斯大人，抓住了！怎么只有一个小丫头？其他几个上哪去了？
我们来的时候就只看到了她一个。
没用的东西！喂，小姑娘，你的其他同伙呢？快说！你们肯定都听到我刚才的话了。如果不乖乖投降，到时候不只是你们自己，和你们有关的人也都要遭殃。
I also think her eyes, right? So one thing that we've noticed about ether corruption in this game is that characters who have sustained some kind of like long-term ether corruption or like a bit like disability related to it have yellowed, dulled eyes, right? Like Hadamasa, he's the biggest example. I think Yuza has a similar thing going on too.
菲洛克斯大人，您当然有这样的能力，对此我深信不疑。只是在现在这个紧要关头，您又何必要把时间花在这些无足轻重的小人物身上呢？
什么意思？
对您这样的大人物而言，如果没有确凿的证据，根本撼动不了您的地位。所以，您只要把空洞里的东西销毁干净，就能高枕无忧了。
It's also really jarring that she is suddenly being so like placating almost towards this like a comically evil villain.
至于另外几个人，他们能不能逃出空洞还是未知数。即便侥幸脱身，经历了这场教训后，他们也绝不敢再拿自己和亲人的生命来冒险。
哼，说得动听。你的意思无非是他们根本构不成威胁，要我放过他们。
毕竟今天的一切麻烦都因我而起，他们只是被我牵连的。
追究你一个人的责任，你倒是勇气可嘉。可你区区一个黄毛丫头，有什么资格跟我谈判？又有什么能力承担这些责任？
It's interesting that she brought her raccoon with her though. I will say, Kama.
请您息怒。您是一个商人，既然我主动来到您的面前，自然也带了您会感兴趣的筹码。您还记得这个记号吗？
嗯，那是
多年前，这座实验室里曾经出现了一名特殊的实验体，他的血液中含有特殊的抗体，作为催化剂，能够让灰刺突破公司的纯度极限，带来惊人的利润。您曾经对他说过，整座实验室的价值都比不上他一个。她就是这里的公主。只可惜，某一天她消失了。那时的您，一定和今天不得不放弃这座实验室一样痛苦吧？
原来如此，原来如此，你就是那个逃走的孩子。原来你没有死在空洞里。来人，快把他给我！
都别动！如果有人敢靠近一步，我现在就死在这里。
Why? Sorry, I don't really get this part. She's like, oh, I'll kill myself. How?
菲洛克斯先生，既然您已经都想起来了，和我做个交易如何？只要您能对其他几个人高抬贵手，您的损失我都可以帮你弥补回来。
Yeah, so guys, this is why capitalism's bad.
我有这样的能力。
你的意思是，自愿重新做回一个实验品？
没错。
哎呀，好不容易从我手里逃出去，绕了一圈，却还是自投罗网。你呀，还真是个不幸的孩子。
She does have a gun, does she? I guess she's an umbrella, right? She has an umbrella?
不，菲洛克斯先生，能用自己的自由交换他们的人生，我已经知足了。没错，是时候把那一天借来的幸运还给他了。
Damn, that is really angsty Yuri.
很厉害哦，右叶，这是今天最后一针了。
You know, with depicting her ready to Persona 3 herself, though, yeah.
不用试着跟他沟通，无论你说什么，这孩子都不会有反应的。
是之前侵蚀免疫实验造成的 PTSD 吗？听说当时进行实验的孩子只有他一个活了下来。
大概是吧。可话又说回来，要不是我们当初把他捡回来，他早就饿死了。
没错，能够活下来就已经很幸运了。而且最近我还找到了新的乐趣。 就是房间地板上这个通风口，只要顺着管道，就能爬到一间专门招待客人的展示实验室，从那头听到许多有趣的东西。哇，运气真好，今天也有人来了。
This is so tragic, man.
爸爸，原来灰瓷就是这样造出来的呀，好神奇！啊，竟然是小孩子，看起来和我的年龄好像差不多。
走吧，我们去下一个实验室参观。
爸爸，等等我。
This is so tragic, dude.
真好看，今天实在太走运了。然而那天，我没料到的是，因为当天注射的剂量比平常要大，我在管道内昏昏沉沉的睡了过去。就这样，不知过了多久。不好，我睡着了。
这究竟是怎么回事？通风管里怎么会有个小孩子？这孩子的身上怎么全都是灰烬美克？难道在进行人体实验吗？
赶快封锁所有出口！有人带着重要的实验体逃跑了。这里的秘密如果曝光就完了，快追！
叔叔，要不你还是不要管我了。
别说这种傻话。别担心，我们已经到目的地了，这个办法一定能救你出去。
是小河？
对，它连通着莱姆尼安空洞的地下河。即使空洞的结构千变万化，水流也绝不会迷失方向。
So he didn't actually find the hairpin at all, did he?
这里的水流速很快，只要10几分钟就能离开空洞了。
叔叔，你不和我一起走吗？
你先走，我马上就来。
抓牢浮板，千万别松手。
好了，接下来去做我该做的事吧，绝不能被他们发现这个下水道的秘密，必须离这里越远越好。
Yeah, okay.
就这样，我幸运地获得了自由。
I will say, well, sorry, I've been silent because this is hitting me like a truck, but also the aesthetic, the visual aesthetic difference. The visual aesthetic difference between this shot with its like dark, earthy, and like depressing, dreary tones to like this really pretty, like almost iridescent kind of beach scene is really good. So Lionel, yeah. He does his daughter, he should have pocketed it. Yeah.
但这份幸运，却同时摧毁了他的幸福。
Rushing water sweeps us along as we speed through the underground river made of pipes and rocks. All we can do is hold on tight to our floats. So, did the young Yuzuha, who set out on her journey, feel as lost as a tossed leaf drifting on the water?
这里是
空洞外面，我们已经成功离开空洞了。右叶和爱丽丝呢？他们两个跟上来了吗？
Alice.
我在这里。爱丽丝，怎么只有你一个？右叶呢？右叶他……
你们看，浓雾里好像有什么东西接近这里了。
浓雾里的影子，是一艘
That's
船。
so ominous.
我们得救了吗？
The look of it is terrifying.
不，等等，不对，对方打着手电，明显是在找什么东西。是菲洛克斯的人吗？他们已经追到这里来了。不好，马上就要被他们发现了。
哦，看到了，就在前面。抱歉，
哦，
让你
收得
久等了。
刚才那个声音是伊瑟尔德小姐，
他怎么会在这里？
灵，是我，再坚持一下，我们来救你们了。
Wait, then who went to the Sabian temple? What? Eh? Ah? Eh? Ah? Eh? I really hope it doesn't end here, where Yuzuha's still in the thing, where Yuzuha is still with them. If that's where the story ends, I might end it all. But also, I finally understand why the version art is the way that it is. With the I think it's like Yuzuha under the water and Alice at the top of the ocean, or something like that. How long after in Salem Bay?
灵，现在还冷吗？师兄熬的姜茶，要不要再给你来一碗
God, I could go for ginger tea right now. Oh, we're sipping, I want to throw up.
不行了，之前已经灌了不少海水，再喝就要吐出来了。
Tossing my cookies is something I've never heard before.
师妹都能开玩笑了，看样子是恢复过来了。你们那边发生的事，刚才大家都七嘴八舌说的差不多了，该我们
Do you
俩
like
说
this all
随
day?
便
I
干
think
这
she's
边的事了。
cool. I don't think I'll pull for her if she becomes playable right now, but I think I respect her. I think she's cool.
就在你们遇上会吸妖鬼那时候，菲洛克斯也派人往随便灌这边来了。应该是因为他怕事情败露，就准备连我们一起控制起来。
Okay, that's what happened.
不过他们还没到随便灌。
Oval
斯小队的人
Squad.
先来了，他们已经发现了菲洛克斯的阴谋，
Oval
所以我们就赶快跟着
Squad
他们一起转移来了这里。
抱歉，灵，因为事发突然，
Oh my
我也想
god.
避免和菲洛克斯的人正面冲突，只好带着最低限度的器材先撤离。本来想着赶快和你恢复联系，可到了囚龙围之后 ，HDD 的连接一直有问题。等到好不容易和你连接上，结果 Ferry 说你的信号正在以18公里的时速移动。
Yeah, happens. Where's Eos?
还是伊瑟尔德上校有经验，他说你们可能是在岛上的地下河里。之后，我们就坐船去海上接你们了。
Damn. Okay, sorry. Chekhov's gun is really Chekhov's gunning, huh? The fact that they mentioned like a long time ago, like early in the chapter, how like the waterways were connected underground, right? Just because there's like some, I don't remember what it was, but like it was something that was like, huh, I never really thought about that. Colonel Isolde? Oh
伊
shoot.
瑟尔德上校，
不好意思，这件事还
She
没
get
来得及
promoted?
跟你说明。其实我至今仍在军中服役，来到魏飞地是因为防卫军怀疑灰烬美克有高层和称颂会有勾结，因此派我带领奥波罗斯
Oh
小队
no,
来
she's
此秘密
she's
调
just
查。
like that, I guess.
一开始帮助你们是感觉你们有机会发现一些蛛丝马迹，为我们的调查打开突破口。几位，虽然我们身负防卫军的任务，但希望你们相信，我和奥伯勒斯小队都不是冷血之人，并非如果知道会把你们卷入这样的危险，我肯定会极力劝阻你们进入空洞。
I do like her two beauty marks though, because they are beautiful. We appreciate your help.
不，多亏了您的帮助，我们才能接近了事情的真相。这次归根结底，是我们误判了空洞内的危险程度。
Most important thing is.
不过现在最重要的是，我们的朋友右叶还在空洞里，我们必须救他出来。而且菲洛克斯马上就要销毁空洞内的证据了。
没错，绝不能让那种情况发生。如果我们今天不能一击制胜，菲洛克斯对你们的威胁就会变成现实。
People with blue eyes when they stare at you.
我先去和鬼火商量一下对策，你可以去看看队友们的状态。接下来，我们就一起讨论营救计划。
I think we may be able to finish today. I was wondering why the miasma in the hollow wasn't discreasing at all after all this time. Turns out the overseer's still alive. I think there's something fishy behind us. These guys had Porcelimix' backing and suddenly turned against them. Something fishy is definitely going on here. When I called Shifu just now, she didn't sound surprised at all. She even said no wonder something felt off back then. That's a miasmic fiend. Yeah, right after I mentioned running into a powerful monster, Shifu immediately asked for the appearance of a woman. I always thought that miasmic fiend looked familiar. Looks like my hunch was right. Shifu suspects that since the monster is so powerful, the previous small-scale data pile failure was probably caused by its emergence. I see. Shifu see something else? Shifu said her airship would arrive at Waifu Peninsula soon, and we should focus on the rescue mission. Senior Shuyuan and Fufu were also worried sick when they heard about your situation, but Shifu said that by the time they made it back here, everything would have been decided already, so she made them stay put. I was very short, but Ferris still hasn't finished setting up explosives. We still got a chance. Well, I got some good news. The temporary HUD setup's complete, so we can now connect to the Hollow from Salem Bay. That's a lot off my mind. Anyway, don't worry about things here. Go check on Monato and Alice. By the way, Trigger and Soldier 11 are both here today. Why don't you take this chance to go say hi? Okay. I want to say hi to or Magus, I guess. I thought her name was Orpheus. Huh. Interesting. That's interesting. I was surprised. Did you have different names? Hi, Trigger and Monato. I only managed to give you emergency first aid. Don't move around too much or you might aggravate your injuries. Tokuzawa, I can't. The fact that you're still standing and talking shows more grit than most people I've known. Even among soldiers, few could hold up like you. Don't push yourself too hard. Roxy, you're here. But coming from you, that don't push yourself thing isn't exactly convincing. Know each other? Yes, the two proxies are very important companions. My teammate, Soldier 11, is also well acquainted with them. All military matters take priority. Rest assured that we stand with you. Global Squad won't sit idle. They're an elite military squad. Really? Thank you so much. What's wrong? Don't worry, since the pain's hitting you now that you calm down. Painkillers should need some time to kick in. Mr. Komano, so you should lie down for a bit. You'll monitor the vacant house rented by the Obel Squad nearby. Then you return outside with her. You know, like Mr. Komano, you also push yourself way too hard. Me? No! Really? Roxy, you told me before that you and your sibling could enter the Hollow physically. But I thought you'd take it slow and not go in so often like this. I'm not stronger. It's fine. Seeing you grow, seeing us get closer to our goal, really makes me happy. Well, you must rely on your strength to deal with my asthma. But... entering the Hollow in physical form is far too risky. I'm glad she's mentioning it. Chances of running danger are infinitely higher than before. You must understand. Also, why is her heckin' fly unzipped? Girl? Yeah, the first spot what you need to know, right? How crafty of you, Proxy. When I went on the rescue mission with the Colonel and your brother, I was the first one to spot you. But my ether vision doesn't really work outside the Hollow. Otherwise, I could have saved you all so much sooner. As you can see, I still have my shortcomings, so I'm afraid of losing important companions again. She's gonna catch a cold? Yeah, for real! I understand your determination now, Proxy. Maybe she just wants to go for a swim afterwards and she bought her swimsuit. I'll help you rescue Miss Yuzaha. Thanks, Trigger. I choke. Thanks, Trigger. Settle then. I swear on my life to keep you safe. And please, watch my back too. I'll stay here, look after Mr. Colmano. Go check on how that is doing while there's still time. See you in a bit. Thanks, lady. Wait, that's Seed? That's crazy. Our fourth time also in the Hollow? Yeah. Yeah. Here, flickering candlelight. Looks like you finally got some of your glow back. Is this with you? Let me introduce you to my teammate, Seed. She's a bit odd, but she's an excellent soldier and a reliable partner. Light floaty voice. Yaha. I'm trying to think of a good voice. Yaha. I'm White Pineapple Ponytail's teammate, White Scooter Demon at your service. And now? A feminine, airy voice coming from the mech. This is like a mech system. Wait, I heard that voice before, so she's Seed. I'm not a pineapple. Seed, this is uncharacteristic of you. You're actually talking to strangers. Huh? You see the Seed reveal? I did. She's crazy. It's rare for you and Trigger to agree on someone. So I was kind of curious about this proxy you both mentioned. I see. And what do you think? How should I put it? It's the scent of my own kind. Huh? Why is she sniffing me? When I think of it, this proxy used to possess a bang boost, a bit like how you've been hanging out in Seed's Senior's cockpit all the time. Hey, that's not what I meant at all! She just started chatting away like I'm not even here. The proxy must have been secretly complaining about how we just left her hanging like that. Hey there, Proxy. I'm Seed. Are you inside the mech? By mech, you mean Seed Senior. Not quite right, but not exactly wrong either. Although I'd love to meet you in person, looks like the action's about to start. I'll save the main course for our next meal. And nothing about stealth and recon missions lately. Finally getting to stretch my legs. Have you guys been here long? Actually, we came here to scout out the area a week before Colonel Isolde arrived. We've been staying in the nearby mountains. Since we suspect ties between Porcelumix's higher-ups and the Exaltists, we're keeping separate tabs on Damien, Lucro, and Ferox's movements. He's mainly keeping tabs on Ferox's goons. Earlier today, she was the one who caught them trying to attack Sabian Temple. The cold robot would end up shoving a cute girl into it. I think she's actually above it, not below. Or inside. Thanks for saving them.
No worries. I'm also happy to meet someone with a similar sense. Next time, I might even let you ride on our shoulders.
They can move fast and can carry quite a load, which will surely come in handy for what's ahead. I'll prepare, so I'll catch you in a bit. Just had to... Dang it! I was gonna look straight up, see if they were in the sky. Dang it. Anyway. Hi, Alice. Are you thinking about your girlfriend? Are you thinking about how you're gonna say you love her when she comes back and give her the hairpin back? Is that what you're thinking? You doing okay?
爱丽丝，你还好吗？灵，是你来了。
You good? You've been holding the hairpin for a while.
你没事吧？一直拿着这个发卡。
Belle's here to help. Hell yeah, she is.
我没事，你不用担心。虽然脑海中还萦绕着许多事，但我的情绪已经慢慢平静下来了。
I like her maturity.
我的父亲原来并不是死于车祸，而是因为他发现了那座实验室的秘密。
Ferox committed unforgivable crimes.
你和你父亲都没有任何责任，是菲洛克斯犯下了不可饶恕的罪行。是啊，但不可思议的是，现在占据我内心的情绪却并不是愤怒。我的爸爸，他没有对罪恶视而不见，而是救下了幼野。他直到死，都是一个勇敢的人。灵，你知道吗？幼野在把我推走前对我说，这是他欠我的。 但我认为不该是这样。我的父亲在救他时，也一定不希望看到将来有一天，他会用这种方式来回报。灵，我要把优叶救出来，我要让菲洛克斯，让那些伤害了我们的人付出应有的代价，而且，我一定要把这个发卡亲手还给幼叶。
Sorry, the Yuri tastes so good. I can't help it. Delicious. Let's make sure you hand that hairpin back to her.
好，把发卡亲手还给她。
I do also really like this trope for Alice, like the what do you call it? The really scaredy cat, like sweet, like soft-spoken, soft-hearted girl, like gathering her resolve to fight for what she believes in. Right? It's always a good trope. And then when you combine it with having the character that Yuza is, it's quite good. Pretty good. It's pretty heckin' good.
我觉得爱丽丝的气质和之前有些不太一样了。不过看她现在的状态，至少不用为她担心了。
She's also so pretty when she's mad.
我们走吧。
And when she's
时间紧
happy.
急，该去和防卫军的诸位商量营救行动了。
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go on the mission. Last step.
人都到齐了。 那就开始商议接下来的行动吧。
The hell is that
我们必
thing?
须尽快前往空洞，阻止菲洛克斯的计划，并从他手中解救福波小姐。鬼火队长，请你和奥菲斯为大家讲解一下目前的形势吧。
You and or who?
是。
That's Magos. Okay.
各位，奥波勒斯小队的战力足以弥补之前双方力量的差距，但目前营救面临着2个重大阻碍：一是我们的防卫军身份。 2是如何抵达现场？
各位知道，防卫军和 TOPS 之间的关系非常紧张。如果我们公然介入到魏飞地事务里，必然会引起双方关系的巨大动荡。
I really like how Orpheus's ears are so long that they stick out through her horns. I think that's really funny.
也就是说，必须有什么办法帮你们隐藏身份，或者我们能找到其他帮忙救援的人。是的，当然。 现在最棘手的其实是第2个问题，如何抵达现场
？Green-haired woman, green. Oh, sorry, you sold it. Yeah. Sorry, my brain. It's so cute. That's what I'm saying. We can't take the old route anymore. I guess it's a bow tie. Wait, I didn't see that.
实验室的路不能走了， 当时为了从会吸妖鬼手中逃脱，情急之下，我让大家把实验室那里的空洞裂隙炸掉了。
虽说零是无奈之举，但刚才我和 Ferry 仔细看过了，爆炸引发了空洞结构变化的连锁反应，从囚笼围附近前往实验室的路程，现在有了好几倍。但路程上消耗的时间，就可能直接导致任务失败。
现在没有其他进入空洞的途径了吗？
有是有的，距离还很近。不过那个入口只能坐未飞缆车进。
Only accessible by cable car。
也就是说，刚好是在灰烬美克的眼皮底下，的确不好办。最近因为安全检查，前往空洞的缆车被严格限制。单单是让缆车运转起来，就需要灰烬美克内部的高级权限。
That's where we hit up our old friend Damien, where he betrays his company because he wants power within the company. But actually, he's also going to be evil later on, but he'll help us with this because he hates his boss. I just thought of someone.
等一下，我想到了一个人，那个人不仅有灰烬美克内部的高级权限，
See, guys, I'm a
而且也有可能
genius.
成为我们的盟友。灵，你说的难道是达米安·布莱克伍德先生吗？
Mr. Demon
灰烬美克的两大巨
Blackwood.
头菲洛克斯和卢克罗常年以来争斗不休，达米安也一直苦于在他们二者之
Middle
间
of the
周旋。
drama. Big brain latte. My head's so big,
我们
you don't
提
even
供了扳倒菲
understand.
洛克斯的可能性。达米安如果能把握住机会，便可借此作为投靠卢克罗的投名状，从而在灰烬美克更进一步。
Sorry, this is so funny to me. Like, okay, you know what we need to do? In order to save lives, we have to convince this one stupid corporate guy that he could like take his opportunity to kill off this other guy in his rivalry to the top of the ladder.
你说的有道理。达米安对利益的嗅觉比谁都敏锐，这么划算的买卖，他肯定不会拒绝。而且只要他能从中接应我们，奥布勒斯小队的身份也完全可以掩盖过去。
What do you think, Colonel?
上校，您认为呢？
我没有异议。目前看来，这是成功率最高的办法了。
灵，那我现在就去给达米安打电话，约他见面。
鬼火，告诉其他人，准备行动。
Magus.
是。
Oh, I do see the tie. Silly little thing. Hey, do you want to see me now? In a place where no one's around. Making such demands won't fly unless you got something really worthwhile to bring to the table. You'll definitely be interested. Don't worry. Why is this icon so stupid looking? I'll take louder. Take it off your hands. I'll wait for you to the upper cable car station in Phelim Heights. Remember, you have only 5 minutes. I wonder if these other guys have anything to say. No. They just stand around, looking kind of cute. I don't see Seed up there, but that doesn't mean she isn't up there, right? She could just be higher up, right? I don't know. Have you heard from Damien yet? What's the situation? We're meeting at Phelim Heights. Alright, so everyone get ready to play the Phelim Heights. Are you good to go? Yeah, let's head now. You arrived near the meeting plant. Point. Goodness. Say love you. Hi, Damien. Good, right on time. What are you doing? Taking in the night view. I hate waiting, but at least this incinerate helps take the edge off. Besides, the cold wind is good for keeping a cool head. You did tell me you're possibly offering something far more valuable than what I'm going to be giving in exchange. Alright, let's wrap up the small talk. Let's not keep our fellow guests waiting. Fellow guests?
我没看错吧？不仅有云盔山，还有泰姆菲尔德小姐和伊瑟尔德小姐。是什么风把诸位
This
挂到
song
一
is
起？
new.
林师傅，看来你的确是给我准备了一个惊喜。详细说说吧。
You briefly told Damien what happened earlier.
菲洛克斯和称颂会长期勾结，在空洞内开设了秘密实验室。现在他不仅抓了你们的人，还打算销毁全部证据。
I would have started it off saying, I got you a promotion opportunity, buddy.
林师傅，你知道自己刚才说的这些话意味着什么吗？
Means we have there's a solid opportunity right in front of you, buddy.
意味着现在有一个好机会摆在你面前，达米安先生，
菲洛克斯的行为已经严重影响到了魏飞地的安全。
Dude, giving all your loyalty to a hacking company is kind of crazy, though.
和我们合作
Or Damien, on Damien's end?
不仅可以避免魏飞地继续卷入危机，也可以解决您事业上的一大难题。
我不否认，没有菲洛克斯，我的确能轻松很多。可这个节骨眼上，要是真抓了他，魏飞地要应对的麻烦，就不仅仅是安全调查这么简单了。
短期内的确会对灰烬美克的口碑有影响，但此事在安全调查期间由你们主动揭露，无论政府还是防卫军，都没有立场责难灰烬美克。
So true.
而且从长远角度而言，其实是让社会各界看到了灰烬美克的诚意和决心。
诸位说的道理我当然明白，只不过一味强调好处，却对可能的风险闭口不谈。
Again, slippery fox.
我刚才说的只是事成之后的麻烦，可一旦失败了，现在时间紧迫，一旦真被菲洛克斯销毁了证据，你们现在的一切指控，可就都成了诽谤。到那时候，不光是你们，我也绝不会有什么好下场。我可以把话说得再明白一点，你们的确提供了诱人的机会。但没有值得我为之孤注一掷的筹码。
All in. Think about that one chess meme that's just like knight to e5, and then other guy. I'm all in.
不过为了我们之间的友谊，我可以当做今天的事情没有发生过。各位，我先失陪了。
等一下
，Alice。
泰姆菲尔德小姐有何指教？
达米安先生，你要的筹码，我有。只要你能够为我们接下来的行动提供帮助，事成之后，我将以泰姆菲尔德家族继承人的身份许诺，将家族持有的缓时药剂相关专利免费让渡给灰烬美克。
Girl？
等等，爱丽丝，你在说什么？
哦，免费让渡？
没错，魏飞地有大量空洞内作业工人。每年仅支付给泰姆菲尔德家族的专利费，就是一笔巨额开支。更重要的是，灰烬美克获得这项专利后，必然会带动轻食症相关其他研究的进步。据我所知，灰烬美克早已不想受制于乔氏集团了。达米安先生，我手上这枚筹码，够不够您下场参与这场豪赌呢？
没想到泰姆菲尔德家的大小姐，竟然也会直视他人的眼睛说话，真是令我大开眼界。
Chess King is more and more unhinged. I think it's just a I think it is just a two-thing heckin' video, but I don't remember. I just seen like people drawing memes of it. But also, I think it's really interesting that Alice is often portrayed as like a very princess kind of character. Because she's like very secluded from the world, and she's very what do you call it? She's very sheltered, right? And she's like kind of scared about the world as a result. And then also Yuzuha calls herself a princess of the Hollows because she was treated as a princess, sort of, right? And just like this idea that they're each other's foils is really nice, and I like that. I think it's delicious.
这么说，您是答应了？
既然泰姆菲尔德家族的继承人都给出了承诺，再退缩就是懦夫了。哦。
I'll go make the necessary preparations, and we can meet at the Phalum Heights cable car station later. Didn't Ferric send people to Sabian Temple for us before? Is it really okay for us to go to the cable car station in the open? That's exactly when I need to prepare. First, I'll need to find out the people lurking around and wait, then come for a good enough reason to send them far, far away. And then to get the cable car running in the dead of night, we'll need to grease some palms over the station. Well, I'm heading out now. I shall see you later. Tasty drama, delicious, yeah. Let's get the cable car ready and get ready to use her. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wow, isn't that delicious? Both princesses of their respective domains. One in the shadow, one in the light. Oh, I get it. Magus is the tail. That makes sense.
缆车我已经安排好了，待会儿我会亲自操作，把你们送过去。
Should get confident. It's true. You're gonna operate your. Can you handle it?
你竟然还会开缆车？
我可不是那种只会颐指气使的废物。你
Yeah.
得感谢我还有这种技能，毕竟这么重要的事，总不能让他人代劳。不过丑话也要说在前面，如果你们失败了，我就会立刻和你们划清界限，装作是在你们的劫持下被迫开启缆车。
Yeah, that's fine.
至于能不能糊弄过去，就听天由命了。
You had a backup plan all
果
along.
然你早就想好了退路。
只是坐在这个位置上，必要的生存
Dude, his
手段
company loyalty is really something else, though. I can't relate.
救援的队伍确定了吗？
确定了。第一批幽灵、爱丽丝还有奥伯勒斯小队的成员一起。等一轩师傅赶到后，我会作为绳匠护送师傅进入空洞增援。
Yay!
师傅现在已经在赶来陈回平的路上了。
哼，有怡玄师傅出手，胜率看来又能提升了。
菲洛克斯如果被我们带出空洞，难免会引人非议。既然这样，善后工作就拜托云盔山的各位师傅了。
I think Alice gave way too much to this guy. Eric's Orphe must be awkward a little bit.
伊瑟尔德小姐如此明白事理，实在让人欣慰。
抱歉，没办法和你们一起进入空洞。右叶就拜托你们了。
One thing I do really like about Komano is that even though I don't think he's got a good ship with Yuzuha, I do appreciate his like devotion to her almost. You know what I mean?
真的，放心交给我们吧，我们一定会把右叶平安带回来。大家如果准备好了的话，我们就抓紧时间出发吧。
Val, how's it going? Ready to head out? Yeah, go. Like, I don't think Komano and Yuzuha have a good ship, necessarily, because I don't really feel the chemistry. But I do really appreciate that he's the person who's tried to understand her the most. The one who's, like, taken the time and, like, gotten to understand her really well. And that they tolerate each other in a way that, like, you don't get anywhere else, right? He does it very well, yeah, right? And I think that's really sweet. And, like, especially because he probably knows a bit of her, not all of her past, evidently, but, like, he sympathizes with her. And, like, he's willing to help her out with all her shenanigans, and I think that's awesome. Before long, you use the cable car and quickly enter the hollow with the help of Opal Squad, and then make your way from the cliff to the second floor of the lab building. Knowing that she never met any of her building, yeah. And, like, acting as, like, I guess, like, a mediator for most of her relationships. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Definitely see them as siblings. A little bit, yeah. Target area reached. Operation start. Gotta go have fun. Thank you, Nico. Have a good day. Survive.
好浓的晦气气息。奇怪，我们离开才没过多久，这里的晦气怎么会变浓了这么多？
Try to make sure people get along. So yeah, you have your like problematic little sibling, and then you're just like, okay, no, they're just stupid. It's fine.
我看到了，晦气覆盖下的地面和墙壁，有不少被怪物破坏的痕迹。
My sibling actually doesn't mean any harm. They just never learn to talk to people.
难道说晦气妖鬼已经侵入这里了吗？
你是指之前你们遇到的那个怪物？从痕迹来看，的确像是相同体型的怪物留下的。
大家小心前进，随时准备战斗。
Thanks, Magus.
别担心，有我们在，出发吧。
This is a crazy squad.
各位，拜托了，小心，怪物出现了。
啊！
攻击损失。
绳匠，交给我们吧。
没用了。提示：检测到附近的生物热源信号。
是菲洛克斯的人来了吗？
不，我想应该是指门外地面附近的那个幸存者。
切吧。延续进攻。
I'm not really sure how to use soldier in this squad, but whatever, it's fine. I think this team is a little bit copium. Hello? Game? Let me through? Hello? Jesus Christ. Can you hear us? You guys are... What happened here? Oh, that fiend's here. Mazzy fiend's already gone to this area. Facing girl with red hair. Storage right over there. Help! He's dead. His injuries are too severe. Proximus Alice, do you know about the warehouse he's talking about?
Yes, it's not far from this building. Follow me.
What?
我们快去那边看看。我看到了你的弱。
别管这里的怪物了，抓紧时间。
Oh, wait, I am supposed to go this way. Shoot. That's a bit awkward. Okay, looks like we're back now. Sorry about that. Internet's not having a good day today. Let's see. What?
这里有好多尸体。
Oh yeah, there are. Ooh, yikes, that's not good.
这里经过了一场恶战。
Yeah, maybe that's why you shouldn't create
有人
monsters.
在那里，我们快去救他。
Ew, what's that? Is that a tumor?
注意保护幸存者。
连续进攻得分。
太好了，有人来了。
Damn, Alice is awesome.
终于得救了。
这里发生什么事了？
我是刚才被怪物吓破胆了吗？怎么听见手枪在说话
Hearing a gun talk? Oh, is that what he
你的
is?
听力和神智
Or
都没有
she
问
is?
题。总之，请先冷静一下，回答我们的提问。一定要说实话，你的证词很可能会决定有多少人能够获救。
She also got really funky eyes.
不久前，我们正在附近检查炸弹布置，会吸妖鬼突然从实验大楼那边出现了。 大家立刻开始抵挡怪物，可是那家伙用子弹根本打不死，即使一时被打倒在地上，也会从彗吸里吸收能量，重新站起来。
Yeah, that's rough. You've seen this before.
之前我们也遇到过同样的状况。
菲洛克斯身边有个随行的研究人员，他说，会吸妖鬼的核有点特殊，外层包裹着一层东西，应该就是那层东西让它有这种特性。
What are your thoughts on Orphe? Her ears are really funny. I really like that the ears are longer, that they stick out of the horns. But other than that, I'm not totally sure
你
yet.
见到那个红头发的女孩了吗？
因为我昏迷了，所以不知道他们后来撤去哪里了。不过那个女孩我见到了，她一直和菲洛克斯在一起。她虽然是俘虏，但不知怎么的，自从把她抓回来之后，
You're treating her like a
突然就对她
princess?
的态度好了起来，还说绝不能让她受伤。
See, the princess parallels again. Is he safer now?
太好了，至少优爷现在应该没事。这一路上都有战斗的痕迹，接下来我们顺着痕迹，应该就能
Yuzuha
找到菲洛克
probably
斯他们。
recognized Alice the minute she saw her, huh?
等一下，现在还有一个严重的问题，因为会吸妖鬼的缘故，附近的晦气浓度增高，怪物也增多了，加上实验室的电力瘫痪，过不了多久，程松辉制造的怪物也会从里面爬出来。可之前这里已经做好了爆破的准备，要是那些怪物不小心触发了引爆装置，大家都要一起完蛋了。
Well, that's rough.
那样就糟糕了。
You don't think so, actually?
太突然，
You don't think
我之前的计
so?
划完全打乱了。
I think she looks a lot like her
看来
dad.
现在必须同时解决救人和炸药的问题才
And
行。
like the shot we
我们的
saw,
人手足够吗？
it showed Yuzuha looking at Alice from the back of her head, or like the stupid little ears. I don't know, maybe I'm just delusional. That's fine, doesn't matter.
这个声音，师傅。
林，不好意思久等了，我现在已经和哲
Please hear the
正在
story
赶
about
来的
this.
路上。
Oh no, you're right. Man.
既然炸药可能
Regardless, it's still Yuri.
现在兵分两路，应该是最合理的选择。由防卫军的诸位负责保住实验室，我来对付菲洛克斯的人和会吸妖鬼。各位觉得如何？
Sure.
很难得，我会和云魁山的门主
I'm really
意见
curious
相
what
同的时候
Magus is. Like obviously Megas is Orpheus's tail, but also like, you know, beyond that.
是，队长。
It's also freaking me out that Megas is the captain.
我知道。那就麻烦你带路了。神将，你们放心，我和队长他们一定会保护好这里。
Let's keep pushing forward.
爱丽丝，我们也继续前进吧。
Like I wonder. Sorry, I'm like trying to think about what the tail could be, right? Like we have sentient-ish AI, and I'm wondering if it's like fairy-esque AI, or like Bangbu-esque AI, or like heckin' an extension of Orpheus herself.
这里的人都已经，这里的怪物很强，小心一点。
检测到广场角落存在小型生物信号。
Small organism is in the corner of this place.
小型生物？难道说沙弗？
Oh. I'll be real, when they said small organism, I definitely did think Yuza herself. I know that was like incorrect to think and consider, but also.
击中有效，得分。 乘胜追击！
I don't like dodging that. I don't know why. That doesn't fit my vibe.
乘胜追击！
Independent intelligent construct? Could be, yeah, but I'm not sure.
真的是阿福，他跑到建筑里去了。 快跟上，六爷一定就在里面。
Yeah. Oh.
是六爷的声音。他在上面。
Oh. That's really cute. Yeah. The way they hold each other is so cute. The way that Alice puts her arm in front of Yuzuha. The way she does that, like she's protecting her, like she's like oh, like she's a knight protecting her. Oh, that tastes so good. Sorry, Yuri tastes so good in this economy. I'm so pleased. Are we back? I don't think so. Okay, we're back now. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about how I'm thinking about the Yuri potential, I guess. Like how like at the beginning it seemed like Yuzuha would be like the knight in the relationship, right? How, like, you know, how she would be the one protecting the poor sheltered princess Alice, but now the roles are reversed. Now Alice is the one protect. Tastes so good. You should didn't like the Yuri. That's discrimination. That's really terrible news for me. This Yuri's awesome though. You're just Yuri-phobic, pathetic. That's all I'm saying.
会剑，灼青，阴阳相好，我来对付他。
It's kind of messed up that Yushan gets 2 ults, whereas everyone else only gets 1. Like, come on, girl. Save them for the rest of us. Whoa. Oh. That's cool.
自愈之术已破，于他而言，亦是斩断了痛苦的枷锁。
医生师傅刚刚击中怪物的时候，好像说了什么。小心，敌人都
draw the red circle to detect and. Why is that cool? By far. What am I as it? Am I stupid?
是危险驾驶，快回避！
The poor person in the voice acting booth doing this is I hope they're alright. They just worded it really badly? Oh, okay, that's awesome.
去建设过往的执念所化。就和那些过往一体，烟消云散。
Kind of messed up that they made an enemy based off of the regrets of one of those powerful people in the game. Oh. Red eyes?
在这里。
菲洛克斯先生，你最好打消逃跑的念头。
别开枪
！Bell up and.
还给你。不用了，这本来就是。还给你！你要和我一起活下去。这件事，你没有敷衍我的权利。
We're gonna live.
爱丽丝，不知你在说什么。我们一起活下去。
She said we'll live together. She said we're going to live together. Oh, she's so cute.
好了，不要哭鼻子了。
My daughter. Aww. They're gonna be good roommates in front of our salad. Dude, they're so cute. They're so cute.
徒弟们，我要出门去了，随便怪你们可要看好了。
Oh, I want to see that hug again. Kind of sleep?
师傅看起来好像睡眠不足呢。
是啊，虽说菲洛克斯是抓住了，可为了商议如何处理他，各方剑拔弩张，会议也没完没了。
Sorry, so much just happened. I'm still like mentally processing a little bit.
但要提防着被他们当枪使，还真是劳神。还不如让我去打扫空洞里的实验室现场呢。
The thread away, the young thread almost says, "I've not thought."
什么情况了？
Yeah.
那片区已经被保护起来了。
It almost doesn't feel that way.
正在陆续运出空洞。罗克罗伊可能
It kind of doesn't feel like that was the intention. You know what I mean?
由灰鲸美克先对这些内容进行调查。
I don't know what they're thinking of that. Yeah.
就是达米安。
I think that's kind of like a consequence of them kind of rushing through Yixuan's arc as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a shame.
达米安这笔生意看来是做对了，他在卢克罗那里应该站稳脚跟了吧？
It's like you gave so much attention to the main to the story that you can't really give it a lot of attention to Yixuan's arc. But, and like that's fair. It just feels bad. I would have liked it to see like a bigger payoff at the end of the arc, maybe.
你们不必担心，往昔
It's such a big deal in 2.0. Yeah.
那只怪物不过是慧西制成的幻象。 和故人也只有模样有些许相似。
It just doesn't really feel like it was meant to be what it was.
无心之物，要承受人类的记忆，恐怕也痛苦的紧。
我们这次让他彻底解脱。
Clown should have been the Maya's fiend. True.
目前结合菲洛克斯等人的证词，也已经确定那只怪物就是被称颂会的私教制作出来的。
What do they want?
那个私教果然没死，可他到底想干什么？
我也猜不透，总觉得称颂会做出那只怪物，就像是故意要引人发现他们和菲洛克斯的关系似的。行了，今天咱们先不说这个了。你们那个督导调查团的朋友好像要启程回家了吧
I thought she was gonna live with
Yusuha.
What?
大家已经约好时间了，我和铃铛。
We still have to wait for the new banners, am I right?
菲洛克斯落了马，本以为来为飞地走个过场的 TOPS 高层，现在一个都走不了。但督导调查团却能借机安全卸任了呢。
I will say,
好了，我先走了。
with games like this, with gacha games, where you do want to release all the new characters.
差不多到时间了，我们也去找爱丽丝他们吧。
Sorry, I'm taking a break here. I'm pausing for a second. I think the issue with a lot of gacha games, when they release a lot of new characters, is it's really hard to write stories in which you care about the characters. This happened like very, very obviously with Star Rail when that, like even now, right? You have a lot of characters that show up for like a patch. You go through their story a little bit, and then you kind of discard them to focus on the new characters. And that happens a lot with gacha stories, don't get me wrong. But it happens more frequently when you have like a quota of characters you want to meet. Natural flaw of gacha storytelling. Yeah, right? And I think it can be mitigated, and like there are ways to make it better. Like in like Genshin Impact generally does a fine job with this when it comes to 5 stars. Like for the most part, 5-star characters are introduced when they have a good role in the story. I think like they have a really bad time with 4 stars though. Those are best I see with them keeping old characters around. That is also true. Zenless has been pretty good so far. It just happens that like it's hard to make the main plot revolve around ever growing casts of characters. It sure as heck ain't perfect, yeah. Yeah, and so that's kind of the problem. I think if they slow down the release schedule, we'd have a really big improvement with the storytelling, I think. But money first, as they say. A bond returned. Let's talk to our wise about our next steps. Shiva tried to play it cool just now, but she's probably upset. Belle, we gotta find out why the Overseer used Miasmic Fiend to wreak havoc in the Hollow. We need to avenge Shifu. That's exactly what I was... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. More points at each end who they clearly want to hype properly. Yeah. They rotating the writers is always the same guys. If you want my opinion on the take, I don't know for sure. I don't think anyone knows for sure. But my understanding, I guess, the way I would do it is I'd probably have like the writer's room all get together to discuss the main plot and have like the general flow and the like general flow of that worked out. And then you have like probably like a B team of writers. So you have the A team working on the really important plot points and like making that come across really well. And then you have the B team who tries to write the in-between patches where it's like, okay, we have to release these characters, and these characters. We're gonna have to figure out how to make this plot structure fit around these characters. I like it much anyway, so yeah. Seeing people come out to represent the writing teams in streams at least. I think that's true, but I think it's like you have different people to write different parts of the story. The long game plan does, so they have, yeah, smoke as bees and pain, yeah. I think the more boring parts of the story are probably written by like a younger team of writers. That's what I think. Their big team, if you will. Alright. I wish Ishun was written better. I think she has a lot of potential, especially with how silly she's been made out to be in some cases, but I don't know, she's kind of fallen flat for me as a character. I think also Fufu was really, like, I think Fufu should have had more screen time, and I think her character was kind of butchered by her lack of screen time. I think this patch does a really good job of giving the banner characters the time they need to shine, and even like Marato, who's not even on the banner, right? So this patch does a good job with that, but it does make you worried about next patch. There's gonna be characters next patch that we haven't met already, and like maybe we met them, but we don't know a whole lot about them, and it's gonna be hard to make us care about them and like advance the plot that way. You know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Goofy side is much more appealing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, Yuzaha just sent a message. She said she's collecting materials in Saline Bay with Alice and Manata right now, and they'll be back soon. She asked for us to wait for them a bit. But now that the safety inspection's been called off and the elevator at Salem Bay's back up and running, we can just head over there and find them ourselves. Let's do it. Let's go take the elevator then. 2.0, 1 is a much better story than 2.0. Yeah, I think 2.0 was too ambitious. That's the thing with Zenless. They always want to end their stories on like some kind of climactic moment. Like this one is saving Yuzuha from the thing, but then that means you have to set up the entire conflict in one patch story, right? You have to set up the entire conflict in one patch story, then you have to resolve it. And I think that in itself is quite dangerous as a narrative thing. It lends itself to the episodic like vibe of Zenless' story, but I think it hurts the structure of the narrative, right? I hate to be the kind of person to compare everything to Genshin Impact, but like Genshin has a pretty standardized story structure where they have like the introduction, the exposition to the new area, and like the X.0 patches, right? And then they spend the next 2 patches building up the storyline, and then they resolve the climax in the 3rd patch. And I think that's a really consistent structure that's been working for them lately. And I wish Zenless would incorporate something like that, right? I wish they didn't feel the pressure to resolve all the story beats as they come. And I think that would really round out the story a lot more, right? Especially because I don't think they should make the individual stories longer. Is originally structured on episodic nature? Yeah. But I also don't think it should be like long like Star Rail. I think like if we're talking about like if we're ranking the Hoyo games from like shortest to longest story, Star Rail's definitely the longest, right? Like all their stories tend to span a really long time, and like Genshin's in like medium length and like Zenless short length. I think long stories are really not Hoyo's strong suit. I know that different games have their own different teams, but I haven't really liked the long stories that Hoyo has put out for the most part, at least when it comes to Star Rail. I think they kind of drag on too long because there's so much exposition, and I think that the amount that they have here is fine. It's just that they end up rushing the later parts of the quests to kind of fit within a time frame or within the production value or budget, sorry. It's definitely growing pains towards crafting a more overarching story, that's for sure. But I will say, I think that in general, the team is like growing into their shoes, if that makes sense, right? They had a lot of issues starting out, but I think they're growing into their role a lot better, and I think the game is like heading towards a good place. I just don't know how fast it'll get to a point where I'll be like, yeah, no, this is like genuinely a really fantastic game, right? I think it's getting there. I just don't know how long it'll take. Anyway, back to the plot. We'll finish this up. I still think it's really funny that they have like 2 posters of the exact same variety side by side, and they do this more than once. Like it's an obviously intentional choice. Hey guys.
林哲，你们两个来了。
早上好。
Originally planned for the proxy to become Kung Fu disciples? Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I really don't think so. You look much better today.
深斗今天感觉精神多了。
上一节好的差不多了。右叶，你打我干什么
？That's funny.
你看，明明稍微拍一下，还会发出这种声音。肩膀和背部肌肉挫伤，脊神经挫伤，肋骨断了3根，怎么可能这么容易啊？
He broke 3 ribs and his spine, dude.
至少我已经把最近的打工都停掉了。
悠悠和真斗说相声，永远都这么有趣呢。相声？我懂了，看来是昨天晚上的鬼故事没让小姐尽兴啊。今后我会努力在深夜为你推送新鲜的怪诞屋新帖的。
Whoa, They shared a room last night. They were telling each other ghost stories all the Speak Shack?
怪诞屋啊，怪诞屋是一个专门分享和解决各类奇闻异事的神王子论坛。优叶和真斗都是论坛的成员，在他们的邀请下，我也加入了。与其说是奇闻异事，不如说是各种灵异怪谈和未解之谜，很有趣的。林和哲如果有兴趣，也可以加入我们哦。
Spook Shack, huh? I didn't realize it was an online forum.
谢谢，我们会考虑的。
I think it's funny to consider Wise as a more like the bigger scaredy cat of the two of them. There's Wise's weakness right there.
哎呀，哥哥的软肋又被拿捏了。
Chinese equivalent to my lady, she's saying. I think she says 大小姐. That's what usually that's what she's been mostly saying.
相声，我懂了。看来是昨天晚上的鬼故事没让小姐尽兴啊。
Yeah, she just says 小姐 here.
在深夜为你推送新鲜的怪诞屋新帖。
Yeah. Anti-corruption medicine patent.
对了，爱丽丝，关于免费让渡缓释药剂专利那件事，那样做真的不要紧吗？昨天爷爷的病情好转了很多，我于是跟他认真谈论了一下这件事。他说他完全支持我的决定。
Her grandpa's alive.
爷爷还告诉我，之前之所以一直把缓释药剂的专利握在手中，除了家族名下还有一些设施的维护需要钱，更重要的是因为我还没办法独当一面。但现在，爷爷说他已经不用再为我担心了，所以有些东西也到了该放手的时候。没了专利这笔收入，估计接下来也会让我帮忙。把家族一些需要持续投入资金维护的设施捐献或变卖，比如图书馆和博物馆什么的。
They have libraries and museums, and I can't have them.
不过达米安那边
I want
没关系吗？
them.
他发现你之前跟他玩了文字游戏，不会勃然大怒报复你们家吧？
We knew he was leading horror movies. I kind of forgot about that. My bad.
没有了缓释药剂专利，泰姆菲尔德手中已经不再有他能继续要挟我们的筹码了。我相信他应该能明白，我们现在的做法就是表达出了泰姆菲尔德家族坚决不会受到灰烬美克要挟
She's
的
so
决
cute.
心。
She's so cute. 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 People getting very valuable real quick. How time feels ever financially recover from this? Dude, how will I ever recover from this? That means I don't get to go to the library for free. If they had libraries and museums, that means I could use my nepotism ability to get to their libraries for free. And take books for free, probably, right? Because she's a nice lady, right? Like, well, how will I ever recover from this?
另外，我觉得达米安先生没有想象中那么冷酷，况且身为商人的他，也一定懂得见好就收的道理吧。
泰姆菲尔德向全社会公开缓释药剂专利。他的确是遵守承诺，把专利让渡给了灰烬美克。 只不过也同时让渡给了所有。
He looks so bald in this image. He looks so bald.
既然被一只小兔崽子耍了，看来手。
We have the internet imaginary reading. Unfortunately, I'm a heckin' reader. Not lately though. I haven't read a lot lately.
菲洛克斯和称颂会涉及的违规项目资料已经都整理出来了。
That's a lot of things.
另外，我们还发现了一份暗辖的部署清单。 请您过目。
Oh, we didn't actually finish this plot thread, huh? Gotta watch that hairline.
这是怎么回事？这半年内，称颂会的研究所在魏飞地安置了300多个暗匣，却一个都没有回收。他们到底想干什么？
报告长官。
I'm gonna do a book.
暗匣的详细定位图已完成，请您过目。
谢谢。
I think Orpheus probably has some kind of either corruption because her eyes are also freaky as hell.
我们的战役看来很快就要打响了。
I also in general, the colorist. I don't think it's the same artist for everything, but the person who does the color for some of these comic strips, they're really dang good. And I seeing Alice off at the upper cable car station. The group returns to the vicinity. We're seeing Alice off? She's leaving us? Vicinity Sleeping Temple.
Well, Wise, I need to help my dad wash the store later, so let's call it a day.
Aren't you a sister? She has sisters? I just sisters, Kaede, Sumire, and Uncle Balrong are all at the shop today? Sorry, that's even more trippy that all of them have Japanese names except for the dad.
For some reason, I just really want to spend time with them lately. Even though we weren't close before, I always felt like I didn't truly understand what family meant. I was just imitating what others did. But I guess I don't need to do that anymore. We can be a real family now. Alright, thanks for covering me earlier, telling them I was studying with you guys while I was at the hearing.
You may be a witness to who can prove Ferrex's crimes, but now that they found out your blood can be used to increase porcelain impurity, what did they come after you? Shiva said that the hearing committee were very carefully screened and they're being very strict with it. Tops even got people from Krampus involved. That means Yuza has safety's guaranteed. The hell's that? Shiva didn't say much, just that it was Tops' internal affairs and she couldn't be bothered to pry. But if Krampus is involved, Tops must be dead serious this time.
Yeah, don't worry about me, Monato. I've made up my mind to live life to the fullest and enjoy every moment of it. Speaking of living life to the fullest, we'll be on break after exams next week.
Sorry, I'm getting such like... is culture shock the right word? Like, literally every 3 lines she says reminds me that she's like 15. Dear God.
We'll be on break after exams next week. How about we hit up at Alice and go somewhere fun together?
Of course.
I haven't decided yet, so if you two know any cool places, be sure to tell everyone.
Hey, Belle, there's quite a few nice vacation spots right here in the Throne Quarter. Sorry, it's really weird. I'm like thinking about it right now. Like, assume, right? Obviously, it's weird for a 20-something-year-old to be friends with a high schooler. Whatever, proxies get a pass. But imagine like going and hanging with your friends who are high schoolers, and then they have no money, and so you, as the adult of the party, you have to pay for everything. And it's just like, man, obviously you would, right? If your friends were broke, like you would, but also that must be really awkward. Kamana's the same age, I'll what if I have to decide? That's what I'm saying. Why don't we help everyone skate out some places? Isa, before we talk about having fun, shouldn't we be worried about the exams? After all, we haven't studied at all until now.
No worries, I checked. It's all multiple choice. We can just wing it. After all, I've got killer luck on my side. But to keep you from having to stay after school for makeup exams, let's still do some studying at least.
Belle, Lies are heading off. See you after the break. Chaperone to the anime convention group? That's actually a good point, huh? That is pretty much what it is.
We're back. Fantasy Resort can now be accessed through the map. Is it all? Oh, let's talk to Fufu. Because this is the end, the epilogue, right? Where you been? Oh, it's your turn here. Did you need something from me? What's up? You look like you want to say something. Come on, tell me. I got your back.
I want to ask you, Senior.
Oh, you're asking me about that? Well, since I flunked arithmetic, cramming at the last minute wasn't going to cut it anymore. So I asked Junior Wise to tutor me.
That's crazy. Wise is tutoring you? It's actually the opposite, isn't it?
Huh? What do you mean?
Fufu, my recent observations. When Wise goes to see Fufu, he often brings snacks. No matter how you look at it, Wise seems like more like the one asking for a favor. Cute. You're answering everything smoothly just now. Looks like Wise was prepared for this.
Wow, I can't believe you figured that out. You sailing to mine must have like 1,000 tricks up your sleeves.
Sounds like an admission. He's so wise. Haha, that's funny.
I'll tell you. It's about the perception technique. Although Shiva taught Wise the perception technique already, the flow of energy in his body hasn't been smooth, so I'm trying to figure out a way to help him.
He told me you never get a chance to use it.
Hey, now don't worry. Your brother's just moving at his own pace. Even if you're blood relatives, everyone's different, you know? It's just that Junior Wise said he doesn't want to hold you back. Plus, after Ferrex caught you both in the hollow, he got pretty spooked. He was worried that about when you need his help in the future, he wouldn't be able to step up. That's why I helped keep it under wraps.
Now this is interesting. Yeah. Sibling differences, huh? Anything I can help with?
He's been making crazy progress these days. He'll get the hang of it in no time. Just act like nothing's up, okay? And if you got time, could you please grab me some Wutong root from Peace Herbal? It's an old recipe from Yunkai Summit that combines wutong root with other herbs into a paste that makes a meridian flow patches. They boost blood circulation and work wonders for the perception technique. I probably get some buy some too. I'll get those herbs right away. I love doing escort missions for my family. My newfound family. I miss Nicole and the Cunning Hairs though. Farm drama, they'll make the other sibling continue to struggle with the master the techniques and feel inferior. No, they wouldn't do that, right? They wouldn't do that. Chelbu isn't near the shop entrance. Is he grabbing medicine inside? I don't think of it. I can faintly hear voices coming from within. Auntie Fong, I had no idea your husband and Grand Shifu were fellow disciples back in the day. An unexpected bond indeed. That's right. Even though I left the sect later on, our bonds remain strong. Your Shifu's generation of disciples, we practically watched them grow up, you know? People wanted to make siblings enemies at some point. They better not heckin' do that. They better not do that. I already have sibling angst from heckin' Genshin Impact. I don't want them to be separated like that. It's a shame about young Yijiang. Gone too soon. Heard she exhausted her life course using a teaming sword to save Waifu Peninsula. Teaming sword is a legendary weapon beyond compare. To harness such power, one must be willing to pay the price. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure, but we told me the teaming sword has found a new master. Looks like Yunkai Summit's legacy is in good hands. Yes, very good indeed. Watch Zenless transition to Genshin. Listen, only if Zenless can transition into Genshin, I'd only accept that if Genshin becomes cute slice of life happiness. Okay, that's all. I would only accept that trade. It has to be equivalent exchange. You can't just make everything sad. Junior Bell, what are you doing here? Are you alright, Senior? Are you on well? Nothing major, just haven't been sleeping well lately. So I'm here to get some medicine. It's an old problem. What are you here for, Junior? Wutong root? And now we're currently out of Wutong root. And next week restock, please come back then. Yushin was not proof of that. I mean, power begets foolishness. But another way to buy it. As you're on Bay, the Wutong root goes to the water and like medicine. Us locals often dry it out and use it in dishes. Okay. Medicine isn't quite the same as using for food. I'm not sure that'll work for you. Should not sure about that either. Junior, you must be after the Wutong root to make meridian flow patches, right? The kind used for food should be sufficient. These are the older Wutong roots are better, and if you haven't seen them in person before, they can be tricky to identify. If you don't mind, I can come with you. Okay. You're the best, Senior. Let's go then. Did not expect a longer quest like that. Let's go to the Salem Bay. The Bay. Let's go to the Bay. Bay, let's go get away. I know there's a new map area as well, and I think it's related to the event. Honestly, this probably means we'll have to do the event to, we'll probably have to do the event on stream, is what I'm saying. Not that I'm not opposed to that, actually, because I think the girls are cute, so it's fine. Hey, Belle, what brings you to Salem Bay? I want to buy some Wutong root. You need Wutong root? We got plenty at home. My mom dried a bunch. That's just bitter. Tastes awful if you ask me. We're buying this for medicine, not as a snack. Oh, that sounds okay then. Well, come over to my place to get them. You fixed my toy before and I won't charge you anything. Plus, it's better if you take more. It's me from my mom trying to force them on me every day. So true. The event story's pretty great. That's awesome. Later, near Mellow's place. It's in this box down here. Hold on. Let me move these things off the top. Heave-ho! Bugs! Watch out, they're centipedes. Also takes a slice of time? Okay. Several giant centipedes land on Mellow's arm, and both Senior Yi and you instinctively rush to help. Senior Yi brushes the centipedes off with his sleeve, but you aren't as nimble and get a nasty bite on your wrist. Not long after. Ouch, that big bump looks so painful. I'm so sorry, Belle. It's my fault you got hurt. I got careless. I'm glad you didn't get bitten. Junior, you're quick to react back there, but since you usually live in the city, you probably haven't dealt with these critters much. You can't be grabbing centipedes with your bare hands. Luckily, you're not allergic, and I just applied some ointment. Be all healed up in 3 or 4 days. Hold up, don't hide your wrist from the sleeve. That won't help it recover, and the sleeve rubbing against the swollen area will just make it feel worse. I bet Belle just doesn't want anyone to know about the embarrassing time she tried to grab a centipede with her bare hands. That's hardly embarrassing. Mello, do you happen to have any gauze at home? Mind to bring some over? Yeah, just give me a sec. Mello dashes into the house. Show me that wound first. I'll patch you up, and then you can put your sleeve back down. Senior? I was wondering earlier why you need meridian flow patches when you've already mastered the perception technique. Now it makes sense. You were preparing them for your brother, weren't you? Can I ask you for something? To keep everything that happened today from Wape Junior-wise? Don't worry, my lips are sealed. Centipede bite sounds nasty. I've never encountered a centipede bite myself, but my friend has, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty glad that I've never seen a centipede before. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. I hate bugs. You agree so quickly. Senior Fufu and Senior Yihu might tell you to just tell the truth, but me, I have a younger sister too, so I know there are things that are actually harder to talk about with family. He has a little sister! Is she also a disciple? Yeah, we joined the sector together as kids, but unlike me, she was far more talented. You're being too modest, Senior. I'm not being modest here. I used to slap on those meridian flow patches all the time back in the day. That's how I got so good at picking up the right herbs. Got him! But the gauze and scissors! As you're talking, Mello comes running back. Senior Yi first treats your wounds, then helps you pick up the some Wutong root. Alright, we're all done here. Let's head back to Suibian Temple. Exis Bell, come hang out again sometime! I like learning about Ye Shuyuan. I think he's cool. I think he's an interesting fella. I'm curious about his little sister. Because we haven't seen her, I don't think. Hi, Wise. Belle, where'd you run off to just now? I tried calling you, but... Shoot, my phone is on silent. Inventory of videotapes at home isn't adding up. I eventually found that you'd stuck the records on the HDD screen, and everything's fine now. Sorry, Junior Wise. I was just a piece herbal picking up some medicine. I ran into Junior Belle there, and she helped me sort through the herbs. Thanks for helping me carry the medicine. I'll hand the Wutong over to Senior Fufu so you don't have to worry about it. Leave it to you. After that, Senior Ye leaves. Senior Ye went to Peace Herbal because I get medicine. Could it be because he's having trouble sleeping? You know that too? Oh, I heard about it from Senior Yi. Well, seems like Senior Ye's problem isn't just insomnia or being a light sleeper. He's been having constant night terrors. Is there something bothering him? Is his sister heckin' dead? I don't know. You're usually so talkative. Didn't you talk with Senior Yi while getting herbs? She's also a disciple, yeah. Since they're part of the same sect now, maybe we'll have a chance to meet in the future. It's almost time for Fufu's arithmetic tutoring session bell. I should get going. Yeah, you better hit those books hard. Yeah, I don't. Wait, what do you mean I should study hard? Senior Fufu is the one who should be studying. I'm heading out now. Bye. Sillies. I like that they have a cute little, like, extra little tidbit at the end of every quest where you get to learn a little bit about the people around you. I think it always adds a lot more life to the world. And that's always something that's really nice. But other than that, I guess that's all for today. Because we don't really have any more quests to go. And it's been a long almost 4 hour stream now, so... I hope you guys enjoyed today, the food that we've consumed, and there sure was quite a bit of Yuri involved. I'm really excited to pull for heckin' Alice now because you know you got one girlfriend, you gotta get both, right? You can't split them up. That seems really cruel and unnecessary. I think the story's quite good. We talked a bit about the thoughts about it in general earlier, so I won't really repeat it too much, but I think the story was well paced out this time. The characters were given adequate screen time, and you are made to care about all of them, and the plot does feel like it progresses just a little bit, so the Yuri will not sway me. The Yuri has swayed me. So, I mean, I also liked Alice from the beginning, so I fell for that with Evelyn Aster already. I tried my best with Evelyn. I couldn't do it. But yeah, today was a good stream. I'm pretty satisfied with it, and I think it was a good time. I'll see you guys another time in the near future-ish, where we're gonna do the event. But also, on top of that, we're gonna need to get done with the Arknights stuff, because Arknights also has an event, so we'll do that. My Jane will remain strong. I don't have Jane, so it's probably a good thing for me to pull Alice, I think. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else on my mind. So I hope you guys had fun today. I had a lot of fun.
Excited to see what else there is for us in store, and also I'm really, really, really excited for this cute little summer event that we're gonna get. So I'll see you guys around, and have a good evening, have a good day, have a good rest of the week. I'll see you guys next time. So thank you guys for joining me, and bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.